Hey guys, it's YoAnty. Welcome to the YoAnty Live Sneaker Chat. We've been live for about an hour now, but hey, we made it. We're live. Let me introduce the panel here. Starting up, hey, it's Drew. Drew, Pinky Finger, Mr. Size 14.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, man?
Long time no talk.
Yeah, good to see you. Hey, that Paul George dunk was ridiculous.
That was insane.
Woo.
Feeling a little better now after that cold slaw, so that helped.
Was a legit dunk. But hey, what's going on with you? How's everything?
Doing well, man. Just hanging in there.
Nice, I'm with you. All right, hey, Optimus P, 517. He's got his Batman suit on. Gotta love it.
Yo!
Oh, I'll never forget the day. The Hodge twins rock. What's up, Optimus?
What's happening? What's shaking?
Not much, Brett. Chilling. How, you
Just,
got those pot of blues, huh?
Just sexually molesting these powder blues.
Those are nice.
Ooh.
Very nice. Hey, it's K Kicks 805. Henry.
Hello. Yeah.
He wants the lewds. Give him the lewds.
Dudes.
We got Jason Donner. Hey, thanks for trying to help me troubleshoot here. This has been just typical Google Plus Hangout. What's going on?
It's nothing. Nothing much, man. Just glad this finally got started. I can't believe you had that many people just watching you talk, but at least it all got...
Watch me take alone and contemplating suicide. Oh, thanks for joining. This is
definitely, man.
Here we go. I might have to cut out the first 40 minutes. Maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. I'll bore people. Hey, Sneaker Champ, Ross.
What's going on? Glad to be here.
How you doing?
I'm good. Glad this finally got figured out.
We're up and rolling. Hey, you pick anything up recently?
I got in a pair of 28s, which I was really excited about. They were the ones that they were up on Sneaker Steel. It was like the Oak Hill colorway, maybe. Popped up at a California clearance store. What do you call them? The outlets or whatever. So I was able to pick those up like way, way, way under retail. And they had like a little B mark like sticker on it for cosmetic imperfections, and I studied them for like half an hour. I couldn't find anything. So I mean, I'm pretty stoked about it. I woke up this morning at like 9:30 and went on Foot Locker for shits and giggles, and I was able to get a size 13, which is like my size. So I'm gonna see how they look in person, and I don't know, pretty much take it from there.
Nice. That's awesome. Hey, we got T. Blake. It's the real T. Blake, though.
What's up?
It's nice to be like the thing, like, you know, your Twitter handle. It's the real T. Blake or the real.
Dude, I've been thinking about changing it for so long. It's just been there for so long, I can't change it.
Because celebrities used to do it to be like, oh no, it's the real, you know, Kim Kardashian.
Just in case, dude. Well, there was some like kid that used to rap who, not me, because I also used to rap, but some other kid used to rap, and he has the real _T Blake as a Twitter handle. And he keeps asking me to change mine, and I just keep telling him to fuck off. So.
Someone has YoAnty.
Yeah, I know. That kid needs to change it.
He has like 3 tweets, and he created an account like 3 years ago. Sometimes I randomly tweet him and just like, yo, delete this, but whatever.
I have people in local groups who find a name that they want, and they just get everyone in the group to flag and spam the other account until like Twitter shuts it down.
Yeah.
It's like it works.
All right, hold on.
We just do it now. Shoot.
Oh, from Nate.
Yeah.
I'm home and it looks like the panel is full, which is fine with me. I will simply spectate, sir.
That was from Nate. All right, hey, we got Vinny Vegas X here. What's going on? I like that Mitchell Ness Bucks hat.
Oh, thank you.
That's sweet. Let's see. All right, hey. So what's going on in sneaker news with people? I know TMC. Oh wait, GT fan 712 is here too. What up, brother? GT.
Maybe not.
Yeah, Mike.
Mike. All right. So Team CII had an interesting question about early links. I know I'd like maybe Henry or Jason or T. Blake to speak on the early link thing because I don't know too much about it. I don't know how accurate they are with the early links with the codes. I don't know, Henry.
What about the early links?
Yeah, like are they legit? Like with like the Kobe's, were they running into legitimate issues where people had early links and they were just?
Well, he posts the RSVP hashtag and the links now, so everything is out there. Like he posted the hashtag 2 days, or I think it was a day before for the Kobe 7s, and he was right. And then I'm talking about the Nike Destroyer, and then he posts the links for the online shoes, and I mean you can use it. I mean it's up to you. Basically, you just use like checkout on mobile, and then you use like a Nike gift card. So worst case scenario, you get canceled and none of your shit gets banned. But I mean, I used the early link for the Kobe 4 the first time, and I got banned. So my home address I can't ship to anymore. But I used the guest checkout and gift card. So, but I mean, you're gonna get banned if you use it. Basically, eventually they're gonna find out. I mean, you may get through one or two times, and your order may just like get looked over. But eventually they're gonna find out, and you're gonna get banned. It sucks.
Your home address is banned?
Yeah, I can't ship anything to my house anymore. I gotta ship it to my dad's house when I buy something.
Man, that's terrible.
That's actually good information though, because it shows that Nike isn't messing around.
Well, that was different because the day I used the early link, I didn't even think about it, dude. I was just like, I just clicked it and it wasn't thinking straight. I was like, well, I thought to use mobile checkout and use different payment method, but I entered my home address for shipping, and I don't know how I didn't think of changing that, but that was the day that they canceled the release. So pretty much everyone who placed an order they knew had the link.
Wow.
That's sneaky.
That's interesting.
But there's early links for like the shoes that are releasing, but like, I mean, the shoes still release, so they have to find out who used the link and then ban. But
interesting.
Genius.
Wow.
I don't even wake up for this shit anymore, dude. Like today I didn't even wake up for it. I'm like, it's not even, if you're not, I mean, I don't know.
Well,
in my experience, if you're not using add to cart or you don't have 150 speed or
right.
for something like a Prelude, it's very difficult to get.
It's not worth waking up for.
It's not even worth waking up for, bro. Like I thought about it. I was like, I gotta go down to Nike Town today. I gotta drive through a bunch of shit. I really don't want to wake up at 5 and screw up my whole day just for a chance to, buy a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So I was like, forget it.
I forget what I was gonna say now. Oh, if you're going after like a super, super, super limited shoe, it really is like chances are you're not gonna get it if you don't have some type of bot or RC.
I mean, yeah. Basically, I don't know. I try not to discourage that. I mean, you can try all you want. I mean, you may get lucky, but personally for me, I'm not. It's just too much, bro. Because I'm on the West Coast, and you wake up at like 4:30, and then you try and go back to sleep. Most of the time, you can't go back to sleep because you just took a loss.
Yeah.
And then basically your whole day is fucked. And then you basically have to go to bed at like 7.
Yeah.
Or you're just up and you're feeling like shit. So.
Well,
I
dude, I woke up today. I'm freaking tired right now. I should have taken a nap before coming on this thing, but yeah, the 5 a.m. thing is not cool.
The East Coast guys were lucky because I'm getting up for work anyway. Like, I try to add something to my card when I'm already up for work. But,
I don't know, the early link thing, you're more than welcome to, like I said, just like use a gift. One of my friends, that's what he does. He goes to Nike Town and he takes like $1,000 in cash and he buys gift cards. Let's say he'll put like $218 on every gift card, and then he'll buy a bunch of add to cart spots, and then whichever ones he gets through, if they use the early link or whatever, he just uses like random addresses and gift cards, so they can't, ban his regular payment cards, like your debit card or your Visa, and then your regular address. It's ridiculous the lengths people are going to, to get like mass shoes now. But
Yeah.
I'll never try early link again, because I want to buy regular stuff off Nike, like shorts and stuff, and I don't want to have to ship it to someone else's house.
Just think about like even a year ago. I think it was I think the Corks was the first shoe that I missed before I even tried using like an add to cart or anything. And like look at a year later, how much it's changed. Like we can't even win on early links now.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it today because this is the first time I actually haven't woken up for the release. Like some shoes I knew I had no chance on, and I didn't really, I was just gonna click it and try and get it, and I was like, But this is the first time I didn't even try, and I was like, well, it doesn't matter how they adjust their website. Even if they throw it, like, let's say they want to like try and screw with you, instead of doing Twitter link only, they'll just like throw the shoe on like a female clothing page. They still have bots that like can like read the the product's name, and it'll pick up the link automatically. So it's like the only way they can change it to make it fair for everyone, I guess, is the online email raffle registration, where you just like maybe you just wake up at 5 and they'll put out a link to submit yourself for a raffle, and then like by 5:30 they draw everyone, and then you purchase online on the website, and then they ship it to you.
Yeah.
Because there's just too many. It's just so much fighting over shoe, unless they don't care about it. But I don't know. Seems like they kind of care if they're banning people and canceling orders.
It's just it's progressively gotten so much worse. I can't even imagine how it could get any worse, because it's just going to lead to everybody getting banned. So I feel like they have to have something in the works that they're going to change, or at least try here.
Yeah, they got to change it eventually. I don't know if you guys follow the Nike Destroyer. I think he's hilarious, because he gets all the early links, he posts them a day before, link gets passed around everywhere, and then he tweets the Nike mocking them, saying that your IT department is like rides a short bus. It's like hilarious.
Well, dude,
it's hilarious.
The Nike Destroyer was in Atlanta for one, I can't remember what release it was, but it was like a really hyped up release, and he went to the Starbucks outside of Nike Lenox in Atlanta and got all of the RSVPs, and then just watched like the mass chaos when no one showed up like the next day or whenever the RSVP.
Maybe it was for the Champ Pack, because I remember the Champ Pack at Nike.
I think it was.
I had like 15 unclaimed packs, and that's how Suicidal won and Elite Kicks got him, because he RSVP'd, I guess, Nike Destroyer RSVP'd a bunch of just random names. So basically people won, but they don't exist. So there's just all those shoes sitting there.
Yeah, no, and it was like
that's fucking hilarious.
It was ridiculous. Because I guess that was back when it was kind of feasible to get a manual RSVP. So I was sitting there like, yep, I got this. No.
Yeah, I haven't manually tried for RSVP in over a year, because I personally don't think that e-camping and the fingers twitching and the staring at your screen is going to end up getting you anything. But
I just buy New Balance.
It's difficult.
I just buy New Balance. That'd be the way to. What else is new, guys?
They're really pushing out the shoes. I remember last time this year, we were talking about how many shoes they're actually coming out with. It's just progressively getting like more. They just went through the entire Prelude pack, and then we have All-Star Weekend in 2 weeks or whatever, and then there's going to be like literally, if you try and buy like the LeBron, KD, and Kobe like some people do, and then there's going to be the Jordans, it's going to be like $1,000.
Well, not even.
At retail.
The Black History Month drops in 12 days, 13 days?
Oh, yeah.
On February 1st, so there's that, and the All-Star Game's not too far behind.
Yes.
Too many shoes, you gotta pick and choose.
Yeah, if you're one of those people, if you're one of those people that buys everything, like you're really hurting right now, because the Prelude pack, and then Black History Month, and then All-Star, it's just insane.
Pretty sure White Infrareds drop on.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Those
the day
drops
after Valentine's Day.
And as well as the infrared 6s, like the all red.
Yeah.
I thought those were later. Are those supposed to be the same day?
Nah, they're not the same day. Those are
Oh,
later.
it's fucking ugly.
And what are the New Balances you have right here on your screen?
Yeah, these came out today. If anybody picked these up today, you will be very pleased with them. It's the 997 reissue. It's the first time this shoe has been in this form in 23 years, since it originally came out in 91. The rumor is that New Balance lost the mold for the sole, so that's why you saw the 997.5, and they ended up putting the 997 upper onto a 998 sole, but they finally supposedly retooled the sole, or the mold for the sole, made the original 997, and this is the original white colorway. But there's a lot of controversy over this shoe because it's $200 retail, but it is, in my opinion, it's worth it. It's an incredible shoe, and if you compare this to the $170 people were dropping on the powder blue 3s this morning, it's like you're getting much better quality. In my opinion, you're getting a more comfortable shoe, and if you're a New Balance enthusiast, this is a big deal because this is the first time this model has come back, and people have been begging for this shoe to be properly reissued, and the shape is perfect since there's a lot of shape Nazis with New Balance, so it's a quality product. So I highly recommend it if you can still get your hands on a pair.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd rather buy those than like the Dunkman LeBron 11s.
Oh yeah, well, I would rather buy any shoe over any LeBron 11, but
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
What about
No, I
those?
mean, it's like price-wise, it's a no-brainer.
Oh yeah, I just compare this shoe to all the LeBron EXTs. It's
God.
I only have one pair of EXTs, but it's the black suede pair, and the quality's nice, and it's a nice shoe, but that was $250. That was just a ton of money. So I'm like, this shoe, and it's not like New Balance is putting out one of these every other week. It's like the next colorway of the 997 we'll see is in April or May with the navy colorway, and so they're really spacing it out, giving you time to rebuild the funds.
Dude,
But,
the EXT, I really, if people still have all four, that's crazy. You either, you really love them or you're big ballin', because that shit is expensive.
yeah.
I was thinking about it the other day, it's like $1,000 basically.
Nate, I think Nate's the only person I know that still has them all. Drew's got them all too.
I see people trying to get rid of them locally, and they can't even fucking sell them for $250 brand new.
You're talking about the hazelnuts?
Like the
No one wants
hazelnut,
the hazelnuts.
the hazelnuts and the mints. Like people post the mints around here for $220, dead stock, like my size, and I'm like, holy shit.
Well, I think it's because the mints were kind of like a consolation prize for everybody with the Doernbecher 3s releasing the same day. It was like people kind of went for both, and then most people that didn't get the DB3 ended up with the black suede / mints. I think it's an awesome shoe. I think the EXT LeBron 10 is one of the best executions Nike Sportswear has put out in a long time. That's just an awesome version of their current basketball shoe. It's just I think that's an awesome shoe, but I'd like to see it done equally in the future, but I don't think the LeBron 11 has much EXT potential. I guess we'll see farther down the line, but the KD6 is irrelevant in my opinion, so there's no outlet there, and the Kobe 9 seems a bit far-fetched to try and do an EXT treatment on.
They have the EXT for the Kobe's, and they look like shit.
But it looks nothing like the shoe, It's like the LeBron 10 EXT was basically the same shoe, but with a slightly different upper, and they use suede or cork or denim, and they use cool materials, but it still was a LeBron 10. It wasn't a completely different shoe that they called the LeBron 10 EXT.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get to some of these comments here. Kicksburg412, what's going on? Let me see what we got for questions.
Oh man.
What do you got planned for tomorrow, YoAnty? You do anything special for the game?
I have a coffin set up right next to my couch. After close the lid, and I don't don't know, come out in a few years, come out at the start of next year. But now I'm watching it here. My parents and my dad and brother probably punch a wall.
Crazy game.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm terrified. Hopefully they can pull it out.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, both games are gonna be unbelievable. Hold on, we got a special guest here. My camera's got out. Team Squeaky. Come here. Damn it. Just Squeaky on the bed. Nate, get in here, bro.
He's still walking home, man.
No, he's home.
He said he tried to join, but it was full, so Drew left for him, but I don't know where he is. I spelled YoAnty wrong in the title. I'm the king of typos. I spelled it in my own live chat. Hold on. What's he saying here?
Hey, Cody, what's the deal with those red 998s?
Copped. It's red. Copped.
How much are they?
Well,
Anybody?
I don't know.
Hello?
How much are what?
I can hear everything.
The Red October 998s.
Oh God, I have no idea.
Funny how any red shoe now is hyped. What's red?
They even have a all red LeBron 11 lifestyle coming out now.
Sure.
They got that Miami Vice one. They got the there's another
fucking ugly.
and a red October one.
I just don't like that lifestyle model on the 11.
It's I don't know. I the one I saw in person was terrible colors. It was like that first one that came out, but
Yeah.
I just like the Miami Vice one just because it's not crazy colors. I want to see what that one looks like, but I don't know.
I mean, it's better than the Durant lifestyle.
Oh God,
but that's
those
not very
boots.
difficult to do.
Yeah. I don't know one person I don't think that has those.
God,
At
those
least
are
I don't.
I've never seen anyone wear them before.
Those are so bad, bro. That's living proof that drugs do exist. Like, you had drugs.
What shoe?
The KD lifestyle?
Oh, man.
It's a legitimate joke.
Yeah, it was like the birthday pair with like the poster.
Hey!
There he is. There he is.
How far was the bar from your house, Nate?
It's in full zombie mode.
Hello?
Nate looking like Christian Bale right now.
Dude, I went to see American Hustle yesterday. Well, I wanted to see Hunger Games too, but they took it out of they stopped playing it. So I saw American Hustle and I thought it was fucking horrible. I walked out in the middle of the movie.
I saw it. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know why it's being put out for so many awards.
I see. That's why I saw it, because of the whatever the awards thing, and it was, I don't know. I was kind of tired before seeing it, but
I thought it was rough because I saw Wolf of Wall Street the night before I saw American Hustle.
Oh, yeah, that kills it.
Oh man, it is so
Wolf of Wall
boring
Street
and
is
slow.
the GOAT movie of the year.
Definitely.
Gotta get Jay Payton in here for the movie discussions.
Yeah.
Movie.
Hey, man, a few words. Your Pacers won. You not happy?
Yeah, I'm happy, man. We put it to the Clippers tonight.
Is Nate trolling us?
He needs a beer. Bikini Tokyo!
Nate.
We need something.
Hashtag bear
She's
pig.
been putting out some fire recently.
Huh?
Bikini?
T. Blake, what's going on with you?
Who are you, Anthony, you keep coming in and out. Did you say my name or no?
Yeah, what's going on with you?
Well, you know, straight chilling. I see that people are starting to dig up my old raps on my Twitter line, which I'm not very happy about.
Oh, I have about 50 of your songs on my iTunes right now.
I've got the real _T Blake all over my mentions right now. I'm just trying to let that die quietly. Well, speaking about, we were talking about how like there's so many sneakers dropping. I did a video today talking about how I think runners are continuing to grow into 2014. And you know, I had the opportunity to go to the Saucony Originals event and see all their collabs for this next this next year and into 2015. And judging by what they're preparing, like they definitely think that runners are going to really escalate in popularity. So I'm pretty excited for everything that they're dropping, and I'm just kind of moving away from all like the Nike Jordan bullshit that keeps coming out. Because, and as we all know, we saw that live chat about replica sneakers, how fucking ridiculous it's gotten. So I'm just trying to stay completely out of that. And part of staying out of that is staying away from like Nike Jordan brand releases. So
that was an epic chat.
Dude, there were memes made from that chat that I saved onto my phone that when I look at them and I'm having a bad day, I start laughing.
I've never laughed harder watching a YouTube video.
Wait, what are we talking about?
The Sensei down through.
Oh,
rack.
that was great, dude. That was great.
Down or whatever.
Oh my god.
When they end up kicking Amp, I was laughing like.
Now hold on. They didn't kick Amp. Amp left.
When he was
left
no
on his
longer in
own.
the chat.
I felt that he was kind of disrespected, man. They kind of laughed him off when he was talking about terrorism, but he had a great point. If you guys follow him on Twitter, he posted some great links talking about such.
No, it makes sense for the people that kind of understands it, but yeah, like there's probably so much underground stuff going on that we wouldn't even know.
I think it was just how it was presented in the chat and how everything about it was funny, but it's not. What he was talking about wasn't funny, but it was just how he came across had people laughing.
Yeah, I really don't think the replica stuff should be even mentioned anymore. Personally,
It's a dead horse. I'm so done with that topic.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to stop, so there's no point in even trying to stop.
Exactly. I mean,
never
this stuff's
gonna
been
stop.
going on for 10 plus years. I mean, it's not going to stop. And there is a following for it. We all must realize that. There's a following for replicas. The guys that do replica reviews have a great following. They do good videos. They do good comparisons. They show us what to look for. As far as what we think about the matter, it is what it is. I mean, it's never going to stop. I think they did Rack. I think they attacked Rack on that. I mean, Rack is going to rack. We all know that. But I can't feel that chat, man. That chat was just something that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it was like a car crash. Couldn't look away. Terrible, but we couldn't look away.
Nah, they knew shit was gonna hit the fan when Drew knew. Drew posted that he was gonna do that. They knew shit was gonna hit the fan no matter what.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, leading up to it, it was like, oh my god, like they kept saying how it was going to be like an educated discussion, and I'm just like, there's no fucking way.
Oh yeah, no.
This doesn't turn into an episode of Maury.
I knew it was gonna
I
be
ate
like
that shit up. That was so funny. Like to sit here, like I fucking loved in that video. Like I enjoyed every second of it.
I mean, all those guys that were involved are very educated guys in the community. But I just think they handled it wrong. I think it should have been moderated a lot better. Amp had a great point he was trying to bring up. He was laughed off, and I personally think he was disrespected, and that's why he left. If they're going to do something like that, they need to moderate the chat, not only from the comment standpoint, but from the live stream standpoint as well. Do like a ESPN thing, where they do the around the horn thing. Give everyone time to state their piece of the matter. That was foul in my opinion. I respect all the guys. Don't get me wrong. I respect all those guys. All these guys have great professional opinions on the matter. You have a guy that writes for ESPN. You have a guy that has tons of years of experience with retail. You have a guy that dives deep in replicas, that knows what's going on. But when you don't give them time to speak their mind, it's a waste of a chat. You've got to give someone time to speak their mind. And I really feel for Amp, man. I really feel bad for him when he dipped out. And I don't blame the guy. It's like they wanted to move the chat forward and start, changing topics, but you got to give him time to elaborate on his opinions. When you cut him out, it's like you're just splanking him out. It just didn't make sense to me. But the Don Drew, I have utmost respect for Don Drew and everyone that was involved, but I just hope that Don Drew said he was going to get Amp on for a one-on-one, so I'm looking forward to that. I want to hear what Amp has to say. I mean, I was listening to Tony D. Wild's FWM chat yesterday. They were trying to get Amp involved in it, and it didn't work out. But I hope that comes to fruition sooner than later. But we all got to realize, I mean, we all have opinions on the matter, and we're all personal. One opinion shouldn't outweigh another guy's opinions. I mean, we need to hear it. I mean, you can't just blank the guy out.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys follow Amp on Twitter, he was posting link after link. I mean, USA Today, CNN.com, he was posting reports about how Vice and how all these different law enforcement agencies were cracking down on counterfeit products from Gucci, from Louis Vuitton, from Nike sneakers. I've seen it in my own hometown. Fact. There's a flea market here in Indianapolis called the Liberty Bell. It was shut down by the DEA. It was shut down for selling counterfeit products. And I'm not trying to pick sides. I'm not trying to say fake is this and real is this. I'm not trying to pick sides. But there is legal ramifications to counterfeit products. That's all there is to it. I respect Jersey Deep. I respect Rob Dalla, Tony D. Wild. I mean, all these people doing rep reviews. I respect these people because they're people. Just like YoAnty's a people. Just like Jason Donner's a people. We're all people. We all wake up to the same sunrise. I'm not trying to get preachy, okay? But I'm just saying, we all have a voice, and there's legal ramifications to certain things that go on. That's all there is. I mean, we all need to chill. That's all I'm saying. We all need to chill a little bit and realize that there's an audience for fakes and there's an audience for authentics. Okay? It's I don't know. I don't want to dive too deep.
It's just taken too seriously. That's all.
Right. Shoes are shoes. I mean, if someone's not too fortunate to have enough money to buy an authentic, or if someone thinks that a replica is just as good as an authentic because they're so great of quality, these super perfects, then all right, that's fine. Just because I'm not for the fake product does not mean I hate these people, or does that mean these people that do the replica reviews are a lesser stature than I am. It's not about that. This stuff is going to continue and continue and continue. The reps have been there far before I've started doing reviews on shoes. Like, replicas have always been there. It's the dead horse, man. It's the dead horse.
It is dead horse.
And I like the replica guys that say they wish the community would be just, it's shoes. That's all it's. It's just shoes, man. It's just shoes. We can't take this stuff so serious. I
think that's true, though, Nate, but I think the reason why it is more than just shoes is because there's monetary value being exchanged for their opinions to review them.
I feel you, man, because, I mean, they tried burying you, T. Blake. They tried name-dropping YoAnty for having a video on a shoe that he admitted saying, Nate, I'm worried. I want to get the authentic to compare. I don't know if these are real or not. YoAnty said that. He said that to me. He's like, Nate, I don't know. I don't know if these are real or not. But it's just like, stop making a mountain over a molehill, guys. It's not about that. I wake up, like I tweeted, I wake up to the same sunrise that everyone else does. It's not that serious. We're talking about shoes. It's shoes. And I'm drunk as fuck. I'll admit. I'm sorry. But it's like, guys, I just like talking shoes, man. I don't like hearing drama. I don't like hearing Dribbles being put on blast. Dribbles is a character. We all know he's a character. I mean, we're all just people, man. Can we just fucking chill and stop giving the drama to the audience? Can we stop giving the drama? Can we just chill the fuck out?
At the end of the day, it's, I don't know. I mean, everyone's going to have an opinion, bro, so it's like, can't stop them.
It's
Dribbles wants to make all his videos. He's gonna make them. You know, bashing him isn't gonna stop him. If anything, it's gonna make him feel like more important. He's gonna keep posting crazy shit.
Exactly, and that's what I told these guys on that chat, man. These guys are chatting for over an hour about Dribbles and trying to. Dribbles is Dribbles. I am me. YoAnty is YoAnty. All things Philly is all things Philly. We're not gonna change. I'm going to produce the same content I've always produced. Rack is going to do Rack. Donner is going to do Donner. Henry is going to do Henry. Just let us live, man. Like, the sun comes up, the sun goes down. I wake up and I'm the same man I was before the sun went down. Like, the stuff is not that serious, man. And our viewers are the same as I am. They're adults, they're mature, they might like seeing drama, they might like seeing some humor in a silly-ass video I produce, they like YoAnty's corny-ass vlogs. I'm sorry, YoAnty, I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, we're all doing our thing, dude. Let's not make a mountain over a molehill here. Like, I am preaching like a motherfucker right now. Shout out to Patron.
I'll drink to this. So.
But I'm just saying, let's all just have fun in this. We all have our own personality. But that's the thing that makes the world go around. T. Blake is going to teach people about eBay. T. Blake is going to teach people about certain things. All Things Philly is going to teach us about Go Flyers. YoAnty is going to teach us about. YoAnty is going to teach us about iced coffees, and YoShanty, which is fly as hell. Optimus P is going to teach us about bear suits with dick holes, and I'm going to teach you about some ignorant shit. I'm just saying, guys, it's not serious. It's fucking YouTube. Listen, YouTube is entertainment, okay? It is a production of something that we create. I create something corny. I've been dubbed the Corn King, and I'm proud of it. King of Kicks 805 is going to teach us about copping PEs and reselling and doing his thing on what he's got to do. Respect, brother. Respect. I'm laying it all out for you guys right now. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. No more, if you don't like someone, don't talk about them for an hour on a chat. As simple as that. You're giving them bad publicity. It's like Miley Cyrus or what's the fucking bitch's name? What's that bitch's name that talked about fucking all these black guys? The fake titty bitch.
There's a lot of those.
No. The Disney girl. What's the Disney girl's name? What's her name? The Disney girl. She's not been relevant.
Oh, Amanda Bynes.
Amanda Bynes! Bam! You nailed it. You nailed it. Amanda Bynes. That's what I'm saying.
She's on Nickelodeon.
Publicity is publicity. If you don't like something, don't fucking talk about it. Dribbles, if you don't like his message, don't fucking talk about it. Don't talk about it. Because all you're doing is giving shine on what he's doing. Dude, I'm taking this chat over, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just wish, okay? I had problems with Rack. I talked with Rack. The problem was worked out. Okay? If you guys have a problem with Rack, don't talk about it. Don't fucking talk about it. Don't do it no more. Okay? Respect the dude. He's doing his thing. He's doing what he thinks he needs to do. Respect him. And I'm done. I gotta stop. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? You guys understand?
Yeah.
Did I lay it out?
Yes, we understand, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to kicks. Shoes.
Oh, man.
Shoes.
Brought to you by Krispy Kreme, bitches.
Oh, you brought the Krispy Kreme. I got the fucking Debbie Donuts.
Oh, you got the Debbie Donuts.
You got out-donutted.
Out-donutted. I'm just saying, man.
That was perfect.
There's an audience. There's an audience for everything. And we got to realize that, guys. We got to realize that. We can't bash others for having an audience. It's as simple as that.
Well, the Heat won.
So, how about them Pacers?
How about them Pacers?
How about that dunk?
Man.
If only he finished it off with a full windmill.
The Eastern Conference Finals is going to be crazy.
The Eastern Conference itself is junk. Pacers and Heat,
well,
that's
what I'm saying. The finals are just going to be crazy.
God, I want those fucking Sour Patch. Oh.
Yeah, you like that?
I'm gonna go buy some Sour Patch. I forgot about that.
Is that watermelon? Oh, it looks like some type of specific flavor.
Dude, this is the biggest bag I've ever seen. 3.5 pounds.
You must have colorful shits.
Dude, my tongue bleeds every time I eat Sour Patch Kids.
Dude, that is a problem.
It's because I always suck on the Sour Patch Kid, and then it rips out my tongue.
The sad thing is I had a $50 gift card for Amazon, and I used it to buy candy.
That actually is pretty sad.
Never heard.
Oh.
I love it. Hilarious.
Jesus, man.
Anyways,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for preaching, man.
It's okay. We're not mad.
Sorry, bro. I'm gonna make a discussion video against that tomorrow.
Hello?
I'll add it to my discussion playlist, actually.
It's just like we all like shoes, man. Regardless, we all like shoes. That's what we're here for, right?
That's what brought us here.
Exactly. I mean, regardless of anything else, that's all it's about. It's about shoes. I mean, you have guys bringing shotguns. You have guys giving... hey, don't laugh. I'm just saying, you have guys showing shotguns. You have guys posting their address. In the comments. Like, it's about fucking shoes. It's not that serious. I have a family life. I have a personal life. Like,
Maybe the
I have a
address
work
was
life.
Thank you letter or something.
It can't be that serious, guys. It can't be that serious. Please, guys, just... And I've been in the wrong at times. I'm not trying to play the fucking Saint Fiddle right now. Trust me, I've been the dickhead before. I've started riffs. I've started drama. I've been the dick. But point of the matter is, it's just fucking shoes. Fucking shoes. I love everybody in this, man. If I can talk to Tony D. Wild or Rob Dalla about
we
shoes,
lost Anthony,
that's
so
fucking
we're
awesome.
We're off.
Huh?
We lost
That was
Anthony.
love.
Google fucking Plus, man. Google Plus.
No, are we still not live even though it shows we're
Anthony
live?
straight up said BRB.
No. We're here because YoAnty Kicks is hosting it. So
It's live.
We're live. We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, we
All
are?
right.
Well, anyways,
Cody,
so that
can you talk about the Ronnie Fieg release, please?
Yeah, so on the 16th, Ronnie Fieg did this whole Paris pop-up shop thing, which is headlined by his 2 Puma disc colorways, which I think are awesome. A lot of people slept on the Coves. I did not, and that's an incredible shoe.
Wait, are the Coves the teal ones that you put?
Yeah, the Coves came out like Black Friday 2012, I think. And that shoe is incredible. The materials they use are really nice, and the disc is such a crazy model. Like, it looks so futuristic with that disc like fastening system that it's like a head turner in itself. So I'm really looking forward to both of these pairs. Since if you actually look at the original disc, it's got which is headlined by his 2 disc colorways, which J-Pain just dipped, but no, but the original disc and the actual model that Puma released has like this really kind of angular toe box, and Ronnie Fieg went in and cleaned that up with the Cove release. He kind of redesigned the toe box, or just made it a more, I guess, conservative toe box, and it looks a lot better in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to the pending U.S. release, which right now I'm told there's going to be a general release on February 1st. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means internationally. I don't know if that means that's when Kith's going to release them. But right now I just know there's a pending date of February 1st, and really looking forward to those, as well as maybe some of the pieces from his collaborations. I'm a big fan of John Elliott, the designer, John Elliott and Company. Those are the sweatpants that you'll see in my pictures. They're a really high quality sweatpant made in Los Angeles, and I'm glad to see that he did some pieces with those guys, as well as the Italian designer Isa Ora. If you guys are into a little more expensive fashion stuff, but the what's T-Blake talking about? Oh, but yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that we actually do see those release here and all those items. But it's been, in my opinion, it's pretty cool that he went out to Paris to do this. I know a lot of European people are pretty upset that it's difficult to get Ronnie Fieg releases out there. Until the Volcanoes, his ASICs had been all exclusive to Kith, like 100%, but now the Volcanoes had a limited European release, and we're starting to see some more different stuff. But it's nice to see he's, serving his followers out in Europe. But yeah, that's all I really got about the Coat of Arms release.
I'm curious to see the price on the leather pants.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, Fran.
What up?
What up? Wait, where did?
How's everyone doing?
Yo, what's good?
Franelations.
Franelations was able to get it, and YoAnty has to stay out. I think YoAnty has to stay out permanently now.
Who's echoing?
It's Anthony.
No, not me. Is it? Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, sweet. Hold on. I'm echoing?
It might be me.
Yeah. It's just somebody's probably got YouTube on too.
How's it now?
You're good.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? How's it going?
Well,
What a wacky chat this has been.
I'm sorry. I made it very wacky.
It was amazing. Give me a break. Nate, 1 year strong, baby. 1 year strong.
1 year strong.
I love
Cheers,
it.
brother.
Nah, I like what you said though. Is we're here for sneakers. If you start politicking and start talking about people's personalities or the way they look, then that's above and beyond sneakers.
It is. It really is, man. That's getting too personal, man. We're talking about shoes, leather, and suede, and retros and shit, man.
Yeah, the whole I'm gonna expose this person or I'm gonna bury this person. It's like that's just psycho.
It's too much, man. It's too much.
Right.
It's too much.
It is. We're all here for a good time. That's the bottom line,
Yeah.
Agreed. But I'm not a big fan of causing drama to get popularity, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna expose this person, or I'm gonna. Naturally, when you review fakes or talk about fakes, it does definitely spark up a lot of debate and conversation. And I think there's a specific way to talk about it, too.
There is. And the thing is, you can have your own personal mindset on your values, your own moral values on such matters. But just because you don't like something doesn't mean the person producing the content is a bad person. And that's what I'm laying out. Like, if I don't like a material item, doesn't mean that X person is a bad person. Like, it's just sneakers, man. It's sneakers. Come on, get back to fucking sneakers,
whoa, it's getting real trippy on the audio.
That's really bad. Really bad.
Who's echoing?
Feedback.
feedback's making me feel drunker than I really am. That walk home was scary, by the way. And I'm not an alcoholic. Who said that in the comments? I'm not an alcoholic. I just drink when the Pacers play. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I'm drinking with you, Nate.
Thank you.
Anthony, you're the one that's echoing, by the way.
Oh, I'm echoing? All right, I'll figure this out. Hold on, I'm going to mute myself. You guys...
Congratulations, how you been, my brother?
Pretty good. Still sick since the last time I've been on, which is like not good. But yeah, getting over this cold. I went to Rift today, picked up some Kobe's. There they are. Got the 6s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, definitely happy with the colorway overall. It reminds me a lot of the like blue glass Kobe 6 or whatever they were called. It had like teal laces also with like an orange lining and stuff. Yeah, very similar to that, but this one definitely kills that one as far as like the print on it and everything and all the details. They've been doing a good job with the Prelude pack so far, so yeah, definitely a must-cop in my opinion. So yeah.
They've done a great job, other than the fact that they're unattainable.
Well, yeah,
So
this is true. I had luck with the 3. I probably would have been able to score that pair if I had bid on when they released online, but yeah, I've just been trying to recover, so I haven't been waking up at 5 a.m. to try to get shoes or anything like that. So yeah.
So what's the hardest Kobe to attain then if you don't have it? The ones? Is that what you guys would say then, as far as the Preludes go?
Well, yeah, it seemed like everybody that wanted the ones jumped on the ones immediately after they released when people were trying to flip them quickly, and now they're being regarded as one of the best. Whereas when the ones came out, everybody was kind of looking forward to the 5s and the 6s because that's a more appreciated model nowadays. But now people are looking back at the 1 going like, damn, I shouldn't have slept on that.
I would think the 1s and the 4s are probably going to be overall the ones that people really go after, in years to come, or even right now too. So. And those ones, I don't think they release in grade school on either of those, which was kind of disappointing because I do like both of them.
I still think the whole pricing thing is a little crazy because you're looking at the Kobe 8 Prelude that drops next weekend, and you can buy a pair of regular Kobe 8s right now on Nike's website for $140, but the Preludes are priced at $200, and that's just price gouging because they can. And even with the grade school sizes, the prices before the Prelude 5 were $70. That's the price that was marked on the boxes, and I assume that was going to be the price throughout the entire series. But if you look at the Prelude 5 in the grade school sizes, you'll notice that the box tag is ripped off, and they charged $125 for them just because they could. Like, to me, that's something that like a shady retailer would do, not NikeStore.com. And so this whole pricing deal and the fact that he was super limited and people are getting early links and it's pretty much unattainable, it's like there's some real shady stuff going on behind the scenes with this Prelude pack. And ultimately, that's what I'm going to remember this by.
Well, when I got the 3s, I know the suggested retail sticker was still on it for $70, but I'm pretty sure it was like $125 or something like that on the site.
Yeah, it's just like, come on.
I don't think that even with Jordans, you're not going to find a pair in that size for $70 or anything like that. So I think the pricing might have been like an error or whatever when it was typed on there. I don't think that was like the expected price for it, but I could be wrong on that. I don't know. So, yeah.
Hey guys, how's my audio now?
That's better.
Very good.
All right.
No echo.
Good to go. Yeah, we've only been doing the chats for a year. We know what we're doing.
Well, they changed Google Plus up on us like 12 times.
Yeah, literally.
That year.
Every month. It's hilarious.
Going back to shoes, what's everybody's thought on Black History Month shoes?
There's so many good ones, to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. That SB Dunk Low looks good.
Yeah, that
LeBron looks good. There's a lot of good stuff, for sure.
I would actually go after that. There's a Jordan 1 mid that's a women's colorway. That's a nice chestnut color that is a lot like this Jordan 1 High Premier I'm looking for. And I was upset to learn that that was a women's
color.
They don't make 13 in women's anymore, so I can't get in them.
Yeah.
But
Was that the like the maroonish color one on that circle pic they had of all the Black History months?
yeah, it has a like a blue translucent outsole. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, no, that did look really nice.
Did you guys mention the Tiffany dunk highs earlier in the stream? I just
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, that's
Look out.
So those are legit dropping, huh?
Yeah, I know I had posted on Instagram a few months back that pictures were coming out, and Nick Diamond himself had posted on there like, "Oh, that's not happening" or something like that. He left some kind of a comment like that, but I mean it's understandable when you're in that situation where you're doing a collaboration with Nike. They really want it, hush hush and stuff. So I get why he was trying to cover his tracks and everything like that, but it was just kind of funny to see him like shut down the idea of it, and then now it's actually happening. So
Yeah, he commented on your photo too.
yeah.
That was the big deal.
Well, at the same time, the guy has been posting pictures like with Nike SB for the last I want to say at least over a year or so. So we knew something was happening, and then once pictures started coming out of these, it was like, well, it's very obviously happening. But it's just like, man, if you're going to be all hush hush about it, don't post pictures of you with a Nike SB sign behind you, stuff like that. But
the other big dead giveaway to me would be the SB box. The fact that it's the Tiffany color now, that was a big sign of what was to come for sure.
I think that's cool. I think it's a cool release. I think a lot of people that aren't SB fans are going to become randomly SB fans over the next 2 weeks. But I don't know. It's nice to see them remaking that classic shoe. It's going to be interesting to see how they release it, though, because as far as I know, the Tiffany, the original Tiffany's were fairly difficult to come across, even though that was many years ago before there was a ton of hype behind stuff. So it'll be interesting if they make these equally hard to get a hold of, or they'll drop on like Nike Store like recent SB collabs have.
Yeah, they are dropping on Nike Store actually. No grade school sizes.
I would expect them to drop on Nike. I know when that shoe came out, it definitely created a lot of hype to the SB market and stuff. That's around the time when I found out about SB. I still wasn't super informed or anything like that, so I wasn't actually there at the store for that release. But I think it'll definitely be crazy. I think people will for sure be camping out, which is like a first for SBs in a while as far as campouts go.
Yeah, until the Supremes, right?
Yeah, probably the Supremes, but even at that, I mean, that's only at the Supreme store, whereas this would be at multiple SB shops around the U.S. where you can probably expect to see lineups and stuff. So just like what it did, almost 10 years ago, it's definitely going to bring people into the SB lineup, and we'll see if that'll carry throughout the year with consistent product from SB. We'll see what happens. So, yeah.
I'm kind of glad to see that because I think the SB division is kind of the best material quality that Nike puts out regularly. Like the suedes and leathers that are on SBs are always some of the best that I see on Nike products. So hopefully that'll push for maybe a bit more following behind the SB line, maybe get some better colorways because in my opinion the recent general releases have been kind of subpar, but I don't know, we'll see.
I wouldn't mind seeing some more retros because I mean it really basically is a retro. It's the the same exact colorway as the Dunk Low, only on a Dunk High. So I'd love to see other shoes coming out, probably more closer to their actual format. Like if it was a Dunk Low, keep it a Dunk Low and stuff. But we'll see if this year is the year of SB retros or not. I hope so.
Well, what's one that you guys would want to see as far as the Tiffany's are now going to a high version? So if you saw something go from a low to a high or a high to a low, what would you want to see?
A ray gun high.
I'd like to see a Huxtable low.
I've always liked the Sharks. The Sharks are definitely really good with SB. So I wouldn't mind seeing that on the high version, but I think it's already good as a low. So,
I'd like to see a low of the Sea Crystals because the Sea Crystals are one of my favorites, but they're either always beat up or in terrible condition, and I wouldn't want to invest in a pair that's that old. But if they would make a low, just because I like the low a little more than the high, I would definitely jump back on the SB train.
The other option is the Border Blues. I mean, that's a low top. It has the blue suede, and it's a very nice shoe with brown gun outsole, blue midsole. And that's a shoe I double up on because, I mean, just like you, I really like the Sea Crystals, but to me, I prefer the low top version of it, so the Border Blues is definitely a great option. And then they have the sea crystal mids as well. So they've definitely used that like light blue suede on the upper of SBs for quite a few models. So yeah.
Yeah, and even if they kind of brought back a border blue that's like similar to that, where maybe they change up the hues.
Yeah.
Like a different solid shade on the sole and then a lighter version of that shade on the upper.
That
I
would
think
be
like a
awesome.
series of that would be pretty cool. Just
Yeah.
stuff that they can play on to kind of satisfy the old Nike SB fans while also making quality colorways for anyone that's new to it.
Yeah. That new Dunk High, I picked it up when I was in Vegas. That one's pretty dope. It reminded me of the Miss Pac-Man's, only on a high top dunk. Pretty cool shoe. Definitely a good mix of materials too, with the leather and the suede. And I think it even had like what's it called? Like another material on the back, like a nylon type on the back part of the shoe. So very cool mix.
Brent, is that this month's high?
Yeah, I think it was a GR for this month. It's on the other side of the house, or I'd go grab it. But I posted a picture on Instagram. I got it towards the end of December, I would say.
I think those all white lows
Those are good too.
would be awesome.
The
Just
white leather ones.
both because it's a really clean shoe, just all white. That's like the white on white Air Force One on a dunk. That's awesome. But it's also going to be a great base for people to customize off of.
Yes.
So
most definitely.
customizers make kind of embarrassingly bad product, but if it's executed well, that could be an awesome base for people to like buy a ton of for the future.
For sure.
Well, plus the Nike
Hey.
SB model has been pretty much ignored for customizers at least. So.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
because it always comes out in suedes, and it's very rarely like smooth leather, solid. The entire shoe is customizable.
Real quick, Oregon 5s, are those really dropping, or
Is there a date?
Oh,
like, or
February,
is
right? Earlier.
that all PE, or are they legit?
I'm
No.
hoping and thinking they're going to drop. I mean, when I first heard stuff about the foams, I heard that both the foams and the 5s are going to drop, but I don't know for sure.
February.
We'll have to wait and see, but I mean, the prices just keep on getting crazier and crazier. I think I saw somewhere on Instagram someone was selling the 5 for like $5K, and the 4s, people were selling those for $4K. And it's just so crazy.
Well, we're gonna see a lot more of those closet Oregon fans come out of the woodwork.
Yeah. Have a good one, yeah.
Dude. For me, that green is just a little bit too much. I'm not a fan of it.
And the huge duck on the back of the shoe.
Gotta fucking get the shoe, fill up your bathtub, and then put the shoe floating in your tub.
You gotta add the little like squeaky stuff
Yeah.
inside the
Yeah.
tongue though. So when
Yeah.
you squeeze the tongue, it squeaks.
Rubber
Yeah,
duck
the-
toys?
Yeah.
Get the little rubber duckies with the puddle splash pictures.
Oh my god, we're gonna have so many of those. People are gonna get the rubber duckies, paint them green to go with their photos.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Someone-
I'm deleting
oh my
this.
God.
Someone just heard you say that and wrote it down.
They too.
Take mental notes. Choose
but-
Instagram photographers.
Put a tie-dye in the water to turn it green too.
Ooh. They could just Photoshop it.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
no.
stop giving ideas.
No, there's your St. Patrick's Day photo right there.
Oh man.
It'll be like 3 weeks away from the release date. All you.
Holy shit. And I thought my Hair 7 review was corny as hell. Holy hell.
Just getting started.
No, I'd just like to see what like actual Oregon fans think of that. Like, I don't know if there's like an Oregon, like a fellow Oregon phrase or something to say, but if like an actual Oregon fan sees that and they like say like, "Hey, go Oregon," and someone just looks at them with like a weird face, like, what are you talking about? Like, oh, there's a fat Oregon duck logo on the back of my shoe.
Man.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Cody, can you give me your address so I can ship you these, though? Because I want you to review these.
You want me to review those?
I really do. And I want you to do your silly fucking dance in these, too. Please. I want to see the professional do a review on these, man.
People are dogging on the tap dancing, man. I'm trying to limit the
No,
tap dancing, but
hey,
it's so natural in the video.
Look, that wasn't a diss at all. I love it. I fucking love that shit. But I'm just saying, if you're not feeling these, send me your address, and I'll mail you these, and you can do a review on these. You can put them on feet and do that dance. because you know how I am.
Yes.
I'm not going to review these. I'm not. But I
Only
would love to
dancing.
see you do it.
All right, well, I'll let you know.
All right. You give me your address and they're in the mail tomorrow.
That's classic.
What else do we have coming out? Do we have anything other than the kind of glow-in-the-dark LeBrons as far as all-star kicks go?
I haven't seen anything yet.
Probably someone really fucked up phone posit, right?
Sounds about
And then early, as soon as the All Stars are done, we're gonna start seeing the 2K14 LeBron start shipping out early March.
Look out.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was May. Did they change it to May, though? the shipping
It's
date?
March. I think it said they start early March.
Okay.
I'm disappointed I never took the time to go through that game, so go ahead and get those. And I know size 7 was like the last one that was left.
Trust me, it's a pain in the ass to get that code. Like, if you...
Yeah.
I was blessed.
Dude, there's so many things you could mess up. Like, if you picked, like, the wrong thing when it went to your agent, you could end up having to play, like, 3 or 4 seasons to get the Nike deal. Whereas if you just stuck with your regular agent, you could get it in, like, the shortest amount of time, which was, like, 70 games or so.
I also saw today, there was probably, well, not today alone, but there's probably at least in the past week, I've seen 5 people say with the whole thing that happened with Target and their cards getting canceled, those are what they used for the codes. So I didn't know if people were going to end up getting those, if they were going to end up putting back a couple of LeBrons or how they're going to do that, because those people that got their orders, they could get canceled if nothing goes through.
Well, isn't it paid for already?
No, it's just like a pending charge.
Yeah.
But there's this whole deal with, like, if you use an early link with the Kobe's and that's any way linked to the like method that you purchased the LeBrons with, you're out of luck. I don't know. We'll see.
I use the gift card, so I don't even know where my gift card is anymore.
Yeah.
Jaeger. What the fuck, Jaeger? Jesus Christ. I don't drink no fucking Jaeger, man. Jaeger is a stereotypical white 20-year-old drink. I don't want fucking Jaeger.
There's only a couple white 20-year-olds on this show.
Hey, if you want to see me amped, that's all I needed to see. Someone tweeted about Nate drinking Jaeger bombs. Fucker, I don't drink Jaeger. I don't drink the fucking Jaeger bombs. I drink Patron and Miller Lite. And I'm done.
Patron?
Jaeger bombs. Get the fuck out of here with the Jaeger bombs. Jaeger bombs. Give me some fucking Jaeger bombs.
Alright, Dave, you're about to see my Jaeger bomb review on YouTube.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't YoAnty just post a vlog about taking shots?
He did.
What's going on here?
And there was no Jaeger in that either. No. Fucking Jaeger.
Little Fireball whiskey.
I ain't drinking damn Jaeger.
Classic.
Nate, I'm legitimately scared to like watch the Pacers Heat game with you when you're drinking.
Look, man. Pacers are all right, dude. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh, hey, I saw Sir Sneaker's going to be working for Sneaker News now.
No way!
Yeah.
For real?
They hired him, yeah.
Yeah, man, yeah!
Yeah.
Is he going to be writing
Hell
news?
yeah!
Nate is stoked right now. Nate has
I am
hands in the
stoked.
air.
Look. Sir Sneaker gave us the best 1-minute Sneaker News ever on YouTube. And then it just stopped. And I miss that dude. I miss that dude big time. So look, if he's working with Sneaker News, although they let me down on the mid-top bread ones, the Jordan 1s, Sneaker News is a great spot for Sneaker News. So I'm happy for Sir Sneaker.
Yeah.
Also
Hell yeah.
really expensive if you want a feature post.
Fuck yeah, man. Good deal.
Yeah, no, it's definitely cool.
Hell yeah.
You know, because something I hate is when like I hate when you don't hear from people anymore. You know, and he obviously was busy with school and he had to take a step back. But like you know, I like everyone I watch, you know. So when people go away for a little while, I'm like, hey, you know, where'd Sir Sneaker go, or where'd One Veracity go, you know, or even me, if I took a step back for 2 months, I'm sure someone would be like, hey, remember that guy YoAnty? What happened to him? You always wonder, you know, about these, you know, what people are up to, because you get invested in you know, Sir Sneaker. Think about it. You'd probably listen to his voice 300 days in a row maybe, because he put out a video every day. So you get you know, used to listening to these people, and you know, that's why I really love YouTube, is because it becomes part of your routine. I was talking to Eddie Wynn, and we're like, yeah, I get home, I put the TV on in the background, and I hop on YouTube and I start watching, you know, all these people, all my friends, or even some of the more popular people. Like I watch the Shay Tart vlogs, and I think they're hilarious, and I feel like I know these people, even though I don't, but I don't know, it's a fun thing. So yeah, I was happy to hear that about Sir Sneaker, that
Good
you know,
deal.
he got an opportunity.
So is he going to be a writer, or is he going to be doing vlogs for them, like video stuff for them?
I'll tell you exactly what he said. Let's see. He said, I have officially rejoined the sneaker media community. Starting next week, I will be working as the community manager, social media manager for sneakernews.com. I'll also be writing occasional articles for the site, and will work on special projects. Thank you to everyone who watched my videos and supported me for this long. Honestly, without Sir Sneaker, there's no way I would be working as a community manager for a company with this big of an audience before I graduated college. As always, I continue to be eternally grateful for everything you guys have given me.
Good deal, man.
So yeah.
Good for him, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Applause for Sir Sneaker, man. That's good shit, man.
Yeah, totally. And friend, did you talk to him about it?
No, I haven't talked to him about that.
Oh, cool.
That's definitely very awesome news. So excited for him for sure.
Yeah, definitely. What else is going on?
Just reading through the comments, we got some people mentioning the 5 Lab 3 Jordan release. What are your thoughts on those guys?
I actually saw those a few months back. There was a very private Jordan brand event that I got invited to. They had those shoes on display, as well as those new woven uppers with the 11 outsole.
Yeah, the Jordan Future.
Yeah, I saw a few colorways of that, and I saw a few people online like complaining, like saying they didn't really like that shoe. It looks nice in person, and in other colorways, I'm sure it'll be good. I'm pretty sure I saw like an all black one, black outsole, black upper. So yeah, very very comfortable, very nice shoe, and I'm definitely excited for that. As far as the 3 Lab, the 5 Lab 3 or whatever, I think there's going to be other colors of that too. I'm not really feeling that one, although it does definitely have like a Medicom SB feel to it, how the whole thing is reflective and stuff. So they're definitely trying new things, and definitely cool product coming down the line from Jordan Brand for sure.
Yeah, I think kind of the single piece upper is interesting. I mean, they did the same thing with the 3 Lab 5s, but it wasn't really noticed as much as I think you can notice it on the 5 Lab 3s. But it'll be interesting to see how that 3M works out on the upper, if it's going to be like the recent 3M SB Dunks, where after you wear it once, it gets like extremely creased and trashed. But
it looked like it may be that type of material, to where creases would be very prevalent on there.
Either way, I think this whole Element series is a really cool concept, and I'm looking forward to seeing whatever the 2 Lab something is going to be, because if you look at the little 2 Lab emblem, it's IT, meaning Italian, so I don't know if that means Italian leather or made in Italy, but whatever that shoe is going to be, it's going to be pretty solid, as long as it isn't like a whack Jordan model.
I'm still waiting for a colorway that tells a good story and a little less gimmicky, you know.
I wish they'd just market the whole element factor behind this, and the whole like taking this feature of this Jordan model and putting it on this different Jordan model. Like, they're not advertising that at all, aside from the name, and I mean people talking about it online. But if there was like a video or something, like they've done all these cool animations for like the Air Max Lunar 90 and this whole Air Supremacy promotion. for these Air Max GRs, if they would do something similar and it like takes the elephant print off of the 3 and then tosses it on a 5 silhouette or some sort of ad campaign like that, I think it'd be really cool and it'd really elevate the impact of this whole element collection.
Yeah. Well, there's a really good article on Soul Collector today, not to go back to the replica topic, but going back to sort of how we often photos get leaked of things so early, so far in advance, that there's months before people, making up the story or telling the story for the brands, which most of the time is inaccurate.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of frustrating when we're seeing these photos so early, and Jordan Brand, or Nike doesn't have time to tell the story properly. So they gotta feel some frustration with that, because obviously they can't leak things so far in advance when they have so many things dropping as it is. But I'm definitely with you on that.
As far as the Jordan Future goes, I'm not sure the 11 sole was the best for that shoe. I think it's kind of too contrasting, I guess, design styles. Like the woven upper is kind of a minimalist, futuristic design, whereas the 11 sole was really organic with all of its curves and stuff. I feel like they might have just tossed the 11 sole on there to try and get a ton of hype behind it because of how hyped the 11 is, and with how many 11 releases we're seeing this year with all the lows dropping. I don't know, I feel like a different sole would have been a better option.
Yeah, I definitely think they used the 11 sole just because of the notoriety of the sole itself. But overall, I don't think it was a bad choice. I mean, I definitely am a fan of that that sole outsole on the 11. So, I mean, I didn't get to try on the shoe because they didn't have any great school sizing, but from what I could tell, it looked very comfortable, and I'm definitely excited to try them on and see how they work out. I'm hoping there is a grade school version because that price point is a little high at 180 or 185, whatever it was. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what else? You guys hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so want to chat about how almost to the date, it would technically be, if we're talking numbers, January, I think it was 19th, we started this first one up last year. And there's been a lot of live chats since. I got to go back to, I'm glad Fran's here, because when him, One Veracity, PB, Sir Sneaker started up Soul Talk, that's really where the inspiration came, because when they were doing it, I think you guys were all on your cell phones when you first ever originally recorded.
We were using a different. I forget what we were using. I know I was on my laptop for it. But
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, but either way, there was no video. It was all audio, and it was like a radio show. But I remember I saw that, and I was like, "This is great," because I hadn't seen any type of radio sneaker chat format yet. And I watched all you guys, and I really enjoyed, all the topics. And then you guys figured out the Google Hangout thing, and other than that, there was no other really sneaker chats. So,
well, back in the day, like 2009, 2010, it was really fun. Like, this was when the whole online sneaker community was really formatting, at least on Twitter and stuff. And back in the day, there would be me, Soul DeVita, Merce the Curse, Feeding the Streets. A whole bunch of us would jump on Tiny Chat, and we'd stream and talk sneakers and everything like that. And those were definitely good old days. But I mean, other than that, there really hasn't been a gathering like what you're doing with your stream here, and so it's definitely very cool to see that type of format come back again.
Yeah,
definitely very fun.
Yeah, it was awesome listening to you guys, and my original idea, and I talked to T. Blake about this last maybe December, early January. I hit up T. Blake and I said, it was almost like what Asian Joe does now with the one-on-one interviews. I was like, I want to do a one-on-one. I want to interview, sneakerheads and chat up about kicks. And what happened was I literally told T. Blake, I was like, what I'll do is I'll film it with my iPhone. We'll get on a chat and I'll film it with my iPhone. And, just coming up with these weird ideas. And I figured out the Google Hangout thing. So a year ago today, I sent him the invite and we started chatting up. Didn't know really what was going on. Nate was in the comments. I've told the story before. Nate jumped in and said, "Hey, what's up, guys?" I said, "Oh, can you join?" I didn't know anything, Just like today, I still know nothing. I don't know how to get people in. I don't know how to. I've gained no knowledge in a year. So Nate hopped in, and then Optimus hopped in, and then Henry hopped in, and it just kind of snowballed, and it was so cool, and what I'm glad. And someone left in the comments too, like, oh, don't you see what's going on? No one can really get in the chats. Like, you've got to know. It's like, it's never been that way. We've always kept it, open. If I want to know who you are, though, I'm not just going to invite these random people in. Like, and I said to the guy, formally introduce yourself to me. Let me know who you are. Let me get to know you. And everyone's always open. Even Vinny Vegas X. I met him. I went to pick up a pair of shoes. This is hilarious. I went to pick up a pair of shoes at a store in Expressions in East Boston, right?
No, it was Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea. Okay. So,
hold on. Before you finish that, Ron told me to get your ass up to the store. Like,
it's been a while. It's been a while.
You can come by. But, go ahead, finish that.
Yeah. So I go to pick up the Grape Fives. One of the managers there, who I met, he was in another store that I knew him from. He basically held me down on the grapes. He's like, yeah, I'll hold your pair. Come pick them up whenever. So I walk in the store. I'm talking to the manager, Ron, and he's like, and I see Vinny. I've never met Vinny, and he goes, yo. Vinny's like, what's YoAnty doing in the store? I'm like, oh, like, I've never really been recognized either. He's like one of the first guys to like recognize me. And I was like, oh, you know who I am? He's like, oh yeah, I watch all the live chats. I'm like, no way. I was like, that's really cool. We chatted up in the store. We became friends. We hung out at T. Blake sneaker event, and it's just something like that, like just bumping into someone and making friends. And now, Vinny's here in the chat, and he's someone I like to call a friend. So, there's no rhyme or reason. There's no, I do not want to be cliquey. I don't want to think, oh, well, it's like, yeah, we're all friends here, but I'm more than happy to have new people on. Nate's, he's Nate work, as J-Star would call him, Nate work, right? And when Nate was doing the chats, Nate's a little better at communicating with people than me, as far as getting new people on. Because Nate knows everyone. Nate's like, oh yeah, I got this person, this person, this person. And Nate was great at getting new people on.
It bothers me the most when people say, oh, it's a clique. Get the fuck out of here. We ain't no clique, man.
Nope.
This ain't no circle jerk. I hate that shit, man.
I'm sorry. We could be friends, but I ain't circle jerking. So.
Fucking jerking going on here. Unless your name's Katono and from Bikini Tokyo. There ain't no circle jerk. Yeah. Fuck out of here. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no. So, basically, just saying, like, it's all fun. It's all, we're here talking kicks, messing around, goofing around. And just over the year too, I think back to all the chats we did, and we had some serious, like legitimate good laughs over the year. I looked back today. Someone actually, I don't even know who it was, made a playlist of all the chats, and I was going through them all. I wanted to count to see how many we actually did, including the ones Nate did on his channel when he took over. Like, there were just some funny friggin' things, And we tried for a while to do like planned topics, which usually works better when there's like dead air. But some of the random crap that happened over there was too funny,
I don't know if you know it, but back in the day, me and my friend Ray, we used to do a Ustream show. I think it was once a week on Wednesdays or Tuesdays or something like that. And we try to come up with these topics each week, and talk about sneakers and stuff. But it's always just fun, talking with the chat. And just, like you guys were saying before, we're here talking about sneakers, and that's what it's all about. So.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And that's the thing is it's why this is fun is because for the most part, a lot of my good friends aren't as into sneakers as me.
Right.
So we want to all talk on the same level. And what's cool is we've got people. We had Bobbity Boobity Bop from Gaza coming from across the world. We've had people in other countries on here. Like, to me, that's cool. Like, I always think, like, in my head, like, what is the future? I'm like, I'm living in the future. The fact that this can happen, I didn't think this would be able to happen, 5 years ago. And to me, I just think that's cool, and I would like to think I have a good appreciation for, what's going on in the world. Like, I feel like maybe because I'm a little older too, I'm 29, and if someone who's like 13, they're going to be growing up with, oh yeah, I faced, me and Optimus FaceTime today. Optimus was in a store in Seattle. And I was looking for this hat at the store, this specific store in Seattle. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'll FaceTime you." Here's Optimus in the store in the middle of Seattle, and I'm live shopping with Optimus P from Seattle to Boston, Massachusetts. And in my head, I said to him, I go, "This is hilarious." And like, I don't know, I just think it's a really cool point in technology. Really cool. Where we're at right now is amazing.
Yeah, most definitely. You were saying you watched the Shaytards vlogs. Do you ever watch the CTFXC vlogs?
Yep, I watched them
Charles
too.
Trippy.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. The little helicopter thing he got recently. That like
that
quadcopter
thing.
with the camera. That thing's epic. That's like the best toy ever.
Yeah. What I like about those guys too is the dedication. The fact that they've been uploading to YouTube for over 5 years straight every day. Like, it's hard. Everyone knows here, it's hard to make videos. It's hard to upload. It's hard to be creative, be funny. It's not easy at all.
Every single day, yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's why I give such credit to people that just constantly do it. T. Blake did an amazing job this year of just like, he wanted to stay dedicated to the YouTube thing. He told me, he's like, I'm going to work really hard at it. And he hit 20,000 subscribers this year. What do you have last year? Like 1,000 at this point?
This time last year I had maybe 1,300.
Right. You had 1,000. So you gained 18,000 subscribers based all on just like you committed
just doing it every day.
That's what it's all about. That consistency definitely is a big factor in gaining the subscribers and everything like that. For sure, consistency is like the main thing. And obviously, content, but the content comes as you build the consistency, I'd say.
Yeah, gotta get some new toe tap dances, man.
And that's in GT fan. That's what's funny about everyone's videos. We all do these weird things in our videos that we don't know we're doing. Like I slap shoes. I didn't know that until Nate said it like recently too.
You do.
He's like, "You're slapping the shit out of that," and I'm like, "I didn't know." And I still don't realize that. Like I don't even think about it. But I guess I just like those weird in front of the camera tendencies, and that's what's funny about it, And we all have them. But that's what makes it fun is the people that are just doing it. Whatever happens. That's what's fun about watching the videos.
Oh, most definitely.
I'm trying to switch it up. I bought some new equipment, and I'm trying to do some more kind of detailed looks without me talking over shoes. Then kind of a new approach to it. I finally finished my first one with that Solar Red Air Max 90 video, but
that's what's cool is GT fan. You'll notice you almost gotta reinvent yourself sometimes because some people will say, "Oh, it's the same old review," or "This is boring," and for me, I do appreciate critique and feedback because I do, I don't want to be totally stubborn and say it's my channel, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. But I do appreciate people's feedback, and if reinventing, coming up with new ideas, it's like, this summer I kind of had to take a little break because I was like, you know what, I don't want to force content, and it can be difficult, but reinventing yourself, coming up with new ideas, it's if you're having fun with it, then that's the most important.
Hey guys, T. Blake here.
Oh man.
Hashtag self-promotion.
I swear to God, I didn't do that on purpose.
Hey. How does that? That was the most perfect timing ever.
Plastic.
Guys, make sure you thumbs up the video too.
Yeah.
Thumbs up or block.
Up. Henry doesn't say it, he just puts it in all caps as every single one of his things. It's like when Henry writes his video descriptions, I just can't picture him saying it in his normal voice. It's like, please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed or something like that. It's like so not Henry.
Oh yeah, it's in my default thing when I upload a video.
Yeah. I just think it's cute.
Here's another somewhat recent pickup. I've been sick, so I haven't posted it either. I need to post this probably tonight, but I was able to grab these.
Nice.
The Christmas.
My LeBrons.
Nice.
LeBron. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was hating on these at first, but they definitely turned out nice. The colorway's dope.
Once you get them on feet, man, they just completely changed your look on it.
Yeah, I think this is like my 5th or 6th pair of LeBron 11s that have green. Like, basically all of them except for the Gamma Blues are green. All
That's
the
true.
LeBron 11s that I have. But yeah, that's fun. Nice one.
Yeah. So, Steve, like you said, that event went good. The Saucony event.
Yeah, it went really, really well.
That's cool.
What did you talk about?
So they wanted me to. It was weird because I thought I was just meeting with Saucony Originals, and I ended up going into a meeting with like 25 people that were spread out from their entire company. So Saucony Originals, like 93 to 94% ish of their business are their like tech runners. And their tech runners are like they're geared towards a very particular audience. You know what I mean? They don't really have that crossover that some of Nike's tech runners have. But they do have their original lines, which features like retro models from basically the 80s to 90s are what the silhouettes they're using right now are. And they wanted me to come in and give a presentation about my thoughts from a marketing perspective on what they could do better. Because a lot of people like know what I do on YouTube, but like I do a lot of stuff outside, like do marketing consulting for like random people. I just don't talk about it because it's like business stuff. But they invited me to talk about that, so I gave them like my candid impression on their models and what I thought they could do, because their issue is they're having a hard time storytelling. They have all these retro silhouettes, but they've really been relying on boutique collaborations to propel their brand a little bit. And I basically was very vague because I didn't want to give them all my ideas at once because I wanted to continue the relationship with them, but I just had a really good talk with them about things that they're struggling with, things that they had, they weren't sure if they wanted to start participating in events like SneakerCon because they weren't sure like what the perspective of sneakerheads attending those shows would be if they were involved. You know what I mean? It's like little things that are like common sense to like people like us, where it's a good opportunity for them to get exposure. They're just, it's not clicking because the youngest person working in their company is 29 years old and married. You know what I mean? So it was a really cool experience, man. I was not expecting to have that email pop up in my thing, but it went really well, and I got to see their spring line for 2014 all the way up into 2015, and they have some really great colorways planned. So you'll definitely see me picking up some more Sauconys as this year goes by.
Are they going to put decent materials on there?
Yeah, they're really mixing up materials. I can't talk about the collabs I saw, but they're really making use of not only the materials they use for each individual like piece of paneling on the models, but they're also doing a really cool job with unique prints inside for the inner linings. Unique prints on the midsole. We're not looking at just a salt and pepper speckled midsole, but actually like patterns, designs, and I was really impressed. And again, their price point is like $80 to $110, and I could see from the samples what materials they were using, and there's some great materials. So I'm looking forward to it.
I've just always felt that Saucony is just slightly behind New Balance and Asics as far as both general releases go and also collaborations. It's just like, I know they do a lot of stuff with Bodega, but Bodega has been struggling, in my opinion, to put out a decent colorway, and it's just because they're doing so many, they'll like announce it, and it's just like, oh, it's another Bodega collaboration, and they've started doing like 2 at a time, which I think is not helpful for the whole, growth of both Saucony and Bodega's collaborations. Like you'll usually see, I guess with their most recent collaboration, they did like the kind of gray and purple and blue pair, but then they also did the one with like the cheetah print on it, and everyone went crazy for the cheetah print, which I didn't think that colorway worked out that well. But that one sold out, but then the gray one sat on shelves for months, and they couldn't sell it at all. I just think marketing-wise, they're missing some like key.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. They were saying, we could do a sneaker news post. I was like, how much does that cost? And they told me that they were quoted, $12,000 for the post and $3,000 for the Instagram thing. And I'm like, I don't think that's an effective way of spending money. So And the bottom line is, I got to see their general release designs going up into 2015, and they're really solid. But the problem, like you said, is like how they're going about marketing it, and also they're always trying to play catch up when it comes to what ASICS and New Balance are doing. So
that, and I think another issue with their distribution. I worked at a store that had a Saucony Originals account, and what they'll do is they'll put out like 3 or 4 colorways of one model all at once. And instead of encouraging people to buy all of those, like, all right, here's another, Shadow 5000. All right, we're gonna wait, a month or so, drop the next one. Where like New Balance does that, they'll do it in quarters. You'll see like 2 998s. One will drop at the beginning of the quarter, one will drop at the end of the quarter, and then you've got like mixed models throughout the quarter, so that you're not like overloaded and like having to pick one out of the 4 colorways. Whereas Saucony will send their accounts like 3 different colorways in like the same time frame. It's not like they're waiting a month. It's like they'll do like 3 Shadow 5000s, and then they'll do a different model the next month, but they'll do 3 colorways of that, and it's just like, to me, that forces the customer to pick and choose, whereas if they differentiate the models over the month, do some different colorways that aren't just the same color blocking with a different color selected, I think that would definitely help with sales.
That's
overall.
like such a good, I didn't realize that from like the account perspective, but getting to see their perspective on what they choose to give accounts, like they're trying to completely rework that. They're like debating, because they only have a 3-tier system for it. So they're debating how they should be giving the product to different people, what product should be going to what tiers, and then what product should stay on their own Saucony Originals, account online. So that's really interesting. I'm glad you told me that, because I didn't realize that's what they were doing for those accounts. So.
Well, it's just a struggle to sell the product. Like they're releasing, I think coming up in maybe this month or the next month, you'll see 3 or 4, I think it's 4 different Shadow 6000 colorways, which I think the Shadow 6000 is one of their strongest models, and they're doing kind of some basic colorways. If anyone knows the sneakers and stuff, New Balance 1500 collaboration, that kind of gray with the green, they're doing some kind of gray with colored accents that are coming out in the next month, but they're doing the same color blocking with this. It looks almost like the same exact shoe, but they're doing gray, green, blue, and like a dark gray. And to me, that's like, I'm not going to try and pick up each one of those, especially when you're pushing those out all at the same time. It's like I'll pick my favorite color, and then I won't buy the other ones. So,
and I told them like their approach for that is they're still like taking cues from like brands that can get away with that. You know what I mean? And I told them that because they don't have a high resale culture, right, where you don't have the consumer base that is buying either out of fear that it's going to sell out and they won't be able to get it again, or the consumer base that is buying to then resell again. Because then when that happens, some of like the shittier models or the things that aren't well thought out will sell out anyway. We see that with Jordan and Nike sometimes. But so that's why I'm excited to be able to be in a place where I can help them, because I do like their brand. I've been picking up stuff for a while from them, and it's cool that I can actually have a say in it. So. And they're also they're trying to do some seeding stuff, because they actually, one of the things they said is that they do value like the YouTube perspective, like the guys that are doing the reviews. So they might be pioneering like a seeding program, which I think a lot of people that have been reviewing sneakers have been looking forward to, especially the ones that aren't necessarily getting attention from a lot of the brands they do review. So it should be cool.
Hit me up, Saucony.
Yeah, dude. If someone wants to give me some free kicks, I am not going to turn them down.
Hey, real quick, too. Jimmy Snuka says February 14th for Oregon 5s. Any confirmation on that, or?
Yeah, I saw
Valentine's Day. All
I
right.
heard
all those single resellers are going to be out there.
Now, is that going to be the green pair or the gray pair?
Troll.
Not going to be the green one.
Not the green, so it's going to be
pair is photoshopped.
Yeah, the gray pair is photoshopped.
Although I like it so much better.
But it's still got the duck on it. Take the
duck.
duck.
The duck is made a little less silly.
Real quick, we got 194 live viewers still, so thanks for everyone that's still tuned in. I just want to go through and give some people some shout-outs that are watching. We've had what's also fun about this is we've had some incredible live viewers that have just been active in the comments over the last year. Marvelous Westy, one of the classics. We got the real Ray 20, Dennis Core, Benny the Bolt, he's making his first appearance in a little while here in the comments. So shout out to Benny at the Vault. We got Freddy TV, Crispy Coil, always in the comments. Always appreciate that. Kicksburg 412, IMTCII. Bull1 TRC stopping by tonight. Very nice to have you, man.
We need to have him in one of the chats, man.
Yeah,
we need
I'd
to
like to
have
have
him or
you know what's funny?
Tony D2 Wild. We need to have him in one of these.
You know what's funny about Bull is he's been doing videos for a long time, and just recently his channel really blew up. I think he's at like over 30,000 subscribers. Like he really blew up. But he was making fit videos like years ago. Sneaker Josh 23, Sneaker Seeker, Jimmy Snooka's always been in the comments. Drew Tater, Joey Dexter. So shout out to everyone. Mr. Paraguay 12. Shout out to everyone that's been watching. If you guys want to leave some questions now, drop them in, and we'll try to answer some questions. I have a question I just kind of want to bring up. I touched on it when I was alone by myself for about 20 minutes, just deciding what to do. Do you guys, and Fran, I kind of want to ask this to you specifically. Do you look at like sneaker collecting? Would you compare it at all to like collecting action figures or collecting baseball cards? Do you look at them as items, or do you look at them as just clothing?
Yeah, so I mean, I personally do. I know it was pretty funny that once again to bring up that Jordan event that I went to a few months back. One of the designers that was talking, he's like, yeah, we want our product to be athletic wear, not something comparable to like Pokemon cards or something like that. And people that like know me were laughing at that because they're like, oh, like they know that I'm into that type of stuff. But I mean, the collecting mentality has always been in my head since I was really little, starting with like Ninja Turtle toys, then like Beanie Babies and Power Ranger toys. So yeah, collecting has always been like my thing, I guess. So I definitely could compare sneakers to like collecting toys and stuff. Even like behind me, you see like my toy collection and then my sneaker collection over there. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I feel like there are people who say, oh, wear your kicks. And there are people who just has kicks for a while. He collected. He always said he had trouble wearing them because he did look at them as just like, some shoes are so beautiful you don't want to wear them. You don't want to ruin them. You want them. Some are collector's items.
Yeah, I know with like, for instance, my comics, I'll get the comics and keep them dead stock. And then like I'll purchase the digital version, or I'll just go online and read the digital versions of them. Yeah. And it's funny, like with sneakers, it's the one collectible that I actually want to wear, because in most cases my collection would just sit at the house and people wouldn't really see it. Whereas if I wear it out, and it's something that people get to see and I get to use and stuff like that. So
right, and you're someone you've always, from what I've seen, you've worn your shoes. Doesn't matter how you did, how crazy. I saw you beat those Yeezy 2s when you got them. You beat the shit out of them. But I thought that was so cool because you appreciate the shoe, but you appreciate it enough where you're like, it's a great shoe. It needs to be shown and it needs to be worn.
So if there's like certain special like moments or anything like that, I'll definitely pull a shoe out and undress it for that and stuff. And so like with that Yeezy, it came out the same day as EDC, and EDC is an event I've been going to for literally the past decade. So like when that shoe releases on that same day, I'm gonna wear it to the event. I'm gonna go, have my fun and everything like that. So yeah, I definitely tie like certain events to sneakers. Like there was a pair of sneakers, the Space Jams. I wore those to the Grammys. DJ Greg Street invited me out to that, and so like just certain shoes, I have certain like special like commemorations. I'll put in the box and stuff. Like I have the Grammys like playbook from that day that's in the shoe box and stuff like that. So I tie memories to the sneakers, I guess you could say.
Right. You did a great little series where you basically kept mementos inside the sneaker box. That was really cool, and I actually would encourage other people to do that, just as like a little reminder. Create experiences with your shoes. If you got a big event, and you want to rock some Black Cement 3s, and you have a great time, or you see a movie, or it's a first date. Someone else who is like this is Jay Paint. He always has a story behind his shoes. I remember he told a story once where he the same day he bought the Red Eagle 5s, the penny 5s, the Red Eagles. and he bought them. He wore them that day. He said he went on a great date, just had a great night, great day, had a great experience in the shoes, and he said he always looks at that shoe and just thinks of good times when it comes to that shoe, and I like stuff like that. It makes it fun.
Yeah, agreed. Most definitely.
At the same time, you're losing an aspect of that memory. I think we talked about this on a past chat, but all this online stuff now and having to buy bots and early links and stuff, that's kind of killing the memories behind shoes. You don't want to look at your Prelude 5s and go, oh yeah, I had to spend $100 for an RSVP bot to sign me up, and then I had to drive 2 cities over to go pick these up. No, that's not something you want to think about. You want to think about randomly stumbling into a pair of black cement 3s on shelves and being able to just randomly pick that up, or something along the lines of that. But it's
I agree. It definitely, we lose this, some of the stories with these RSVPs and stuff. Plenty of campouts, the Easy campout, Titanium 23 campout. There's plenty of campouts where I've met so many awesome people that I still stay in contact with, and you just don't really get that now with all the craziness that is the sneaker game. Yeah.
That's another thing too. The campouts are so fun. Or you always get experiences. And something that frustrates me is there is something about getting a shoe on release day. I very rarely do because I'm always on Nike.com. I know that I can usually get through there. Mm-hmm. But a day, actually a great day this summer. I thought about it on the car ride home today. The Shadow 1s and the Tour Red 4s released on the same day, and I love both of those shoes. And somehow I forget how, but I was able to get both of those that day, so I enjoy those shoes a little bit more because I actually got to go to the mall, pick them up. You bring them home in the car, you throw them on when you get home, and there's certain shoes when I get the Carmine 6s, that's a shoe I want that day. I don't know why. I just want that shoe that day. I want to something about you can't even wear shoes out of the mall anymore. When we were kids, that's all we did. You'd go in. You'd buy a new shoe, you'd put it on, and you'd leave in those shoes. I feel like no one ever does that anymore.
I gotta come home. I gotta take the pictures.
Right?
I did that when the What the Dunks came out. When the What the Dunks came out, I got them at Brooklyn Projects. I went in there with I forget whatever shoes I had on, and I walked out wearing them, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what the hell? What are those?" Yeah.
What are those? Oh, these are the shoes you're lining up for?
No, people are there to resell. They don't even know what they're there for.
Yep. Shouts to resellers.
That reminds me of that Vine where the dude has his leg out the window with the Gammas on and drives.
I love that.
Y'all motherfuckers wait for these.
That video with that guy that was making out with his Gamma 11.
Oh, dude.
People are doing the most.
Dude, Jordan 11s bring out the worst in the sneaker community. The worst. We got 3 11 lows coming out this summer. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's going to be crazy.
There's going to be so many corny Instagram videos. I can't wait for the green snakeskin 11 low pictures inside the snake cage with their snake. I'm looking for that picture.
Wait, didn't they do that already with
that's a Shoeseum type pick. He always goes all out with his pictures and putting the sneakers with awesome backgrounds and stuff like that. Something
I loved his Beast Pack videos at the zoo.
Yeah, when he went to the zoo, yeah.
He's at the zoo.
It's epic. I think his most epic video is when he went to the distribution center and he just filmed a quick video real quick, even though they didn't let him. He was like, yeah, they kicked me out. But whatever, I had to get my video. I was like, yeah, that's epic.
He's going all over the place now.
Yeah.
It's if you follow him on Instagram, he went pretty much across the country over the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Shazam?
Yeah.
Jordan Geller.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he's the best.
No, but then going back to the 11 low, what do you guys think about they're doing Space Jam, Concord, and that green snakeskin colorway? What are your thoughts on that?
I'll buy the Space Jam ones.
Concord, I'm down. Space Jam might be a pass for me, and I'm not sure about the other one yet.
Those green ones they just look so off. I don't know what it is about those.
Can you dye them? A different color?
The snakeskin?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It depends on if it's going to be like under patent and it's just like a printed snakeskin, or if it's actually like textured snakeskin.
Well, like the ones that they re-released for the girls, those pink ones.
I haven't actually held those, so I don't know what the material's like.
If it's the same thing, then you could probably
like them. So
It's not red suede. I'm not copping.
I do like the fact that they're bringing back more 11 lows, though, because I think that's an extremely strong model. I think it's better than the 11 mid, personally. Hate on me all you want, but it's just like I want them to start doing more colors like the cherry 11 low. You know, it's just like that.
Carolina.
The white and red low.
Carolina Blues.
Yeah, just like more of those. Like if they.
I saw someone today in those Carolina blue ones at Rift.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah. So just more of that, but don't bring back the 11 low with like the lasered.
Oh, the argon.
Upper texture.
Or the,
Yeah, let's not.
IE.
Let's not do that.
Wait, so is the cool gray 11 low coming out or not? Because that's still been floating around as a rumor.
I mean, I would assume it might if you look back and I mean we're seeing the Concorde and the Space Jam and like I think June and July I believe are the dates, so we wouldn't see like any confirmation of a sample for Q3 yet, or at least we'd be getting close to it. But didn't we see like Michael Jordan wearing those?
Yeah, and then I think someone had his actual pair and did a review on them. I forget who it was.
Yeah,
the closet collector.
Closet collector.
What 11 do you guys think is
Collector
going to
had
come out
like
at the end of the
Jordan's
year?
actual pair.
I'd love to see a cool gray 11 low. That's one of my favorite colors on the 11.
Yeah, I'm doing YoAnty's live stream right now.
Because, I mean, we got one in June. The next one after that is...
Isn't there an infrared one?
May.
I don't need anything.
Yeah,
and I think
the one in June is black, infrared, white, cement, gray. That's what the color listing is.
Yeah, neither. That one sounds good. Hopefully the price isn't $160 for a low.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
They'll probably blow it up. It'll definitely be up.
Because they're what 140 for the other ones.
Was it 140 or 150?
I don't even know.
I don't remember.
Figure that out
I'm not a fan of the Concorde, so I don't even. So far, I think that Space Jam color one's the only one I like.
Which 11 do you guys think is going to drop at the end of the year? Do you think we're going to get the Columbias, or are they going to retro like another one that they've done before? Like
It's going to be another new colorway. Watch.
I hope they do not Concord. Cool
Space
Gray
Jams
11.
again?
Cool
I
Gray,
feel like
Cool
they
Gray
might do
11
Space
lows.
Jams again, to be honest.
That doesn't make sense why they would do Space Jams again, though.
I mean, they did
fine with
Breads
that.
again. Breads came out in 08, and then they did them again, the other year. So,
But the Space
the shoe right after that was Space Jam, so they might.
But the Space Jams is what started the special
The new
boxing,
box.
so
That's true.
I'd like to see.
they'll sell out again, anyways.
Yep.
Dude, they would sell out again.
They will sell out, and there will be people fighting over grade school sizes in a few
Any
Oh,
of
of
them
course.
sells out. It
You
doesn't matter.
You can put anything on 11, it'll sell out, bro. You can put Miley Cyrus's fucking face on the shoe, it'll sell out.
I hope
Yeah,
they do something
man.
It's not going to matter.
Don't even put
citrus
the
pie.
jump. Don't even put the 23 on the back. Just put fucking Miley's face right where the.
On like a pair of Jordan 4s.
The Miley 11.
I'd buy it.
Miley 11s.
That's crazy, man.
Yo, there's a pair of Oregon Ducks 11 lows in the works. That's cool.
The back of the shoe has like a short haircut, like terribleness.
There is a
place with the turkey twerking picture of her.
Oh my god.
They do have an 11 low Oregon, don't they? Just like a PE.
Yeah, it's just got it's like a green, a dark green patent, and then.
You think we're
white
gonna
upper.
see a Doernbecher 11 this year?
Nah.
Well, there was that whole.
All right.
That was the rumor.
With the
All
guy.
right. So I think we are.
I feel like we are too. After seeing the 10, I feel like the 11 is,
Well, there was that
I
whole
think
deal
for
with that
that
kid.
reason-
That
and
had
I-
an Instagram page.
I talked to this kid on the phone, and I think you know how like same with like the Diamond Supply Co. SBs, same with how Concept said the Black Christmas SBs weren't dropping. I think this kid like started talking about everything without like Nike realizing how quickly that would spread, and then they had to tell him very specifically like you need to go on Instagram and say that you're not doing this yet,
Yeah.
It's not defined yet, but I think it's going to be the 11.
Do you think it's going to be any good, or is he going to butcher it like the 10 this year?
Easy now, easy now.
Oh boy.
I didn't think the 10 was butchered.
Yeah,
The 10
was
the
good.
10's
We're talking about kids now. Easy now. Easy
No,
now.
the 10 from pictures it doesn't look that good, but in person it's a little bit different. I'll be honest about that. I mean,
It's subtle. I mean, I don't buy the Doernbecher 10s looking for like fantastic, I don't buy the Doernbechers in general looking for fantastic design. But I just buy them because they're so much different than everything else I have. So I thought they did a nice job.
Yeah, I definitely think the 10 is the one that looks the most like a customized sneaker rather than an actual released sneaker. But overall, I think it still looks very good and it looks great on feet and everything like that. So.
Yeah, I mean the 4 is like really, really kiddish. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
There's no doubt about that. And then the 5 wasn't really designed by the kid at all. It was designed in retrospect after he passed away. So I don't know.
I think the 6 is one of the best, and the same with the 3 because they don't go really crazy with it. They keep it very simplistic. They're very conservative with how much they let the kids do. Like the 3 is basically just a red pair of 3s, and yeah, it's got that lasered upper, but it's very subtle, and it's not something crazy like putting rhinestones on the back of a Roshi run. So and the same with the 6. It was just like an all suede, like navy 6. So just keep it simple. Have inspiration behind the colorway and add some like subtle details to it, but don't go crazy and put hearts and stuff on it if you're expecting it to sell. Personally, I think if you're gunning shoes that will sell better, keep it simplistic.
I'd love to see a 6 retro.
Oh yeah, it'd be great because then the people who are asking 1,000 can eat a dick.
Yeah.
It'd be fucking great. That's what people are charging for a DB6's brand new, $1,000. It's retarded.
Yeah, they can go fuck
I
themselves.
mean, they are one of the older ones, so to be at least a little bit fair with that. But I mean, yeah, it still is a very crazy price for sure. Just in general, all the Doernbecher prices are crazy. As soon as like the 5s started going for like 1,000 on Fight Club and stuff, I was like, what's happening? They just dropped like.
Dude, I couldn't believe the 5s. I thought they were gonna go for like 500, 600, and then all of a sudden they just went up out of nowhere. I can't believe that price in that shoe.
Because it's simple. It's like a black pair of 5s.
Well, it's also, I think, the most limited of any Doernbecher model.
And it came with a flashlight.
Huh.
Yeah, don't forget the flashlight aspect. I don't even know where the hell my
It's
flashlight
a mini
is.
dildo, bro.
Hey, chill.
Well, yeah. My computer's about to die, and I can't get it to start charging again.
Aw.
You're gonna miss the restock, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I keep my links open 24/7 and just have them constantly refreshing my auto add to cart bot, so I don't miss anything. But I don't actually do that. That's just what people do.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, T. Blake's brushing his teeth.
Well, I thought I clicked the thing so it doesn't show me. But...
Hey, Fran.
Yeah.
Did you ever get your Secret Santa gift?
No.
What the hell, man?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just figured I wouldn't mention it. I just like, yeah.
All right. Let me ask you your opinion, and this goes for everyone in the chat, from the panelists to the viewers. Should I put the people on blast that were Scrooges?
Fuck
Well, I mean,
drunk. I don't
it really doesn't matter to me either way. Like when the whole thing first came up, I was kind of wondering, like, well, I wonder if I'm gonna get asked out of a gift, but it didn't matter. I mean, the whole point was to put in the gifts, so I was fine with it. But yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, it's all good, man.
I mean, you're not alone. There's been other people that have told me they didn't get anything either.
I don't care about the gift, dude.
That's sad, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys.
Fucking
horseshit.
We should have no. We should do. We should do some adjustment this year.
Hey, I'm well ahead of you, Idris. Well ahead of you. well ahead of you. I mean, that's just. You guys know why I do it, right?
Yeah, because it's fun.
The subs in the money, right, Nate?
Exactly. That's why I do it. It's to network, man. It's to learn about new channels and new people and learn different interests of what people are into. And it's like, when I hear about the Scrooge stuff going on, it bothers me because, like, I feel like it's my problem. Like,
No, you're good, man. Like, the fact that you set it all up is definitely a good look, and we all appreciate it. So, don't even worry about it, man.
That'll be changed.
It's not on you.
2K14, it'll be changed. It'll be changed.
I mean, Nate. The thing is, I think we all think it's great. I guess it just needs to be fine-tuned a little bit, fine-tuned.
But how? I need help, guys. I need help. How?
Escrow.
You have to say, it has to be active people defined by a video a month or something like that.
And I tried doing that, man. I tried. I really did.
Maybe there has to be like a buy-in or something where they put like money in an escrow with you.
Yeah.
And then once the people get the gift, you give them the money back. I don't know.
$200 safety deposit, right to me.
Damn, okay.
No, not in that crazy. I mean,
Nate
I
only
want
takes
people.
Western Union.
I want people to have. Hey, hear me out now. I want people to have new channels to feel welcome to something like this. Because the reason I started it was to network among new people. Like, I didn't know half of you guys before I started this in 2K12. I'll be honest. Like, I wasn't close with Idris. I wasn't close with YoAnty. I wasn't close with T. Blake before this. And that's all it's about. And people are like, oh, it's about Nate getting views. It's about Nate getting this.
No.
It's about other people getting this. It's not, dude.
I'm
not monetized. I don't want people to be Scrooges.
You can't you can't let it get to you. We know that you have good intentions with it and everything like that.
All right.
Don't even worry about the negative.
Feel free, guys, to let me know what you guys want me to change coming on next year. Because I want it to continue, but I don't want Scrooges to be a part of it.
It's very hard. It is very hard,
man.
Because if you want to let new people in, but you don't know those, it's very hard to find a group of people that all are, happy to give and not expecting to get anything back. So it's like when you test new people, there's always going to be people who don't come through. It's just the way it is. But I mean, if you close it off to testing new people, then people are going to say, oh yeah, I can't be a part of your dick riding circle jerk. But that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I don't even care that I didn't get anything. That's the way it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes people, when you let new people in, they're not gonna. You don't really know them yet. So, but you got to learn eventually.
But you see where I'm coming from. Like, if I make this a close-knit event, people are going to hate on me for it. People are going to be like, oh, you're doing this to as a circle jerk, like they say about this chat. Or like they say about just whatever. Like, I don't want it to be a negative connotation. Like, it's a Christmas thing, guys.
Yeah.
Like, come on, it still bothers me.
You did everything.
Because it's not my fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault,
it's
man.
Not my fault, but
you did everything.
But
you
because
could.
I'm organizing it, it's still. Come on, Jason. If you're organizing it, and if you hear that I get stiffed or Idris gets stiffed, you're still gonna feel bad.
Oh yeah, I'd be mad.
You're still gonna feel bad, but I can't have control over other adults.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to know whatever happened with my situation and stuff, it's not like I ever even looked at you as far as like being upset. Like, you have no control over that stuff. I mean, it was all for good points, so it is what it is now. I mean, it's almost February.
It's true. It's true. All right, that's the end of that. Let's move on.
All right, side note, and I'm done brushing my teeth. This infrared 23 colorway of this Jordan 3 coming up, I really, really like for some reason.
Yeah, it's good.
And I recognize it's really, they didn't do anything that's very different from sneakers I already own, but it just looks so
still
great.
Just looks good, right? It's all.
It has like a white cement 4 twist to it.
Oh, I love it, dude.
Oh, the Jordan 2?
No,
Jordan 2 dope.
Oh, 3. Yeah.
I think it's too close to the
to the white cement 3, and everyone was excited about the Katrinas, and now it's just like it's another vaguely different Jordan 3. But if they would have dropped the Katrinas, and done some more kind of charity funding, either to Katrina victims still or something along those lines that has like a Doernbecher feel to it, I think that would have been like a really monumental release and something that people would actually like to see, rather than just like, oh, they're re-releasing another OG Jordan colorway that we saw a few years ago.
Even before the whole Katrina situation where the sneaker, was distributed or, whatever, I had already seen pictures of that just in their marketing, just different Jordan displays. They'd have that shoe on, on the display and stuff, and that thing is a nice looking shoe. I know it looks so close to the white cements, but I'm definitely excited to see it finally released, because that's a solid 3 right there.
What do you guys think about the Jordan 2 cement and infrareds? I just pulled them up on my screen here.
I like it a lot, actually.
I was checking those out too. I mean, I really like the 2s. I really don't have too many 2s in my collection, but that's definitely one where I think I might have to pick it up.
That infrared cement combo is nice.
Yeah, I'm planning on picking it up.
This is one of those cases where they used like a lighter cement color, like the original white cement 4 pattern, where I think a darker cement color would have been better on this colorway. I just feel like it contrasts too much with the black, and I think that it would have looked a little better if it had a darker gray on there. But I like that they're doing all this. I don't know what this infrared 23 thing is. Is this like Drake posted that huge it was an Instagram photo where he had like a ton of Jordan brand boxes of product that they sent him, and like a majority of those boxes had like an orange logo on them. I assume this is this the infrared 23 collection? Because now we got the 3s, we got the 1s that are like kind of, it just looks like another general release Jordan 1 mid that has infrared on it. And
this being the year of the 6, they're probably going to do a lot of infrared stuff.
23rd year,
infrared is like a very popular color on the 6s, so I would assume they're going to use that color a lot this year.
Yeah, they're going to go infrared crazy.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with those 2s is they don't even look like a Jordan shoe.
Well, it's because, I mean, I agree with you, and the other thing,
that's the whole point of the 2.
You have to remember the Jordan 2 originally was the one that didn't feature the Jumpman on it, you know what I mean? Like, it has Nike branding across the back tab.
But it was ridiculous because it didn't have a swoosh on it.
We're going to see, it's going to be Nike Air in the back, and they're going to retail for $150, correct?
Yeah.
Retail of $150, so $20 less than the current $170.
Not made in Italy, though.
Nope, not made in Italy.
Oh, man.
But, I mean, it makes sense for, it's almost as if the Air Pythons were like the trial. I mean, I know how far in advance they plan out their releases, but the Air Pythons have been relatively successful. That silhouette obviously reminds people most of the Jordan 2, so it'll be nice. I'm really looking forward to the Jordan 2's retroing because it's been a long time.
Right. Like,
we
as
had
you can
some of
see
those,
here.
we had like what was either cotton candy or the candy pack 2s, which were just a little bit too out there, and it's been a while, so.
Because you've got as you can see, Nike on the back. You've got 23 stitched in underneath the tongue, infrared on the back. Looks like this is like a cement. I think that's leather right there, right?
It's got like an older look to it too. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Those
I think the infrared cement combo is looking pretty nice.
Yeah, those are what, April 12th?
Is that what? And then here are these. I mean, what frustrates me with these is like they look so nice, but it's like it's frustrating. Why does it frustrate you?
This photo is from Long 7, and this is the grade school size. There's like subtle differences between the grade school and adult one, but it's basically the same shoe.
Right. Well, no, it frustrates me because I'm like, I don't want to buy any more shoes. I'm trying to hold back. and when I, it's like I don't want to like certain things. Even here, the infrared on these looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I don't want to be broke.
And that
frustrates me.
Yeah, but just think about.
Just please put decent leather on it. Don't put white cement 4 leather.
I'm thinking, GT fan. I'm thinking possibly.
I'm thinking it's definitely going to be white cement for leather, but I don't want it to be.
Looking at that upper, I think it has potential to be one of the worst quality retros ever.
Oh no!
Well, that's a lot.
Don't go based off this guy. This guy that takes all these photos, he does like this. I know the filter's not called this, but it's like an HDR filter, and it makes things look a little bit more like, I don't know, animated. So it's probably making that leather look a little bit more shiny than it actually is. But
here's a question for you guys: of the people that have the Olympic sixes from not this summer but last summer, did you like the quality and leather on those?
Fuck yeah, the Olympic sixes are fire, son.
Oh, yeah. So
Fuck
if we
yeah.
get a leather like that, that would be great. Because Nate, you going after these infrared white sixes?
I know I am.
I think a lot of people are. Yeah.
Nah, I pass on the white ones.
You go.
The white ones, to me, I usually like Jordans. They're mainly black, but to me, that white infrared 6 is the better of the two. So
look
better
good.
of the two? Really?
They look good.
The white infrared 6 is better than the black infrared 6 to me. That's just my opinion on that. Yeah, definitely a very awesome shoe.
Oh, we're getting that HD look here.
Look at
that.
this.
I think the release date's on February 15th.
It's the day after Valentine's Day for the white infrared.
Less than a month away on these bad boys. I mean, that
definitely
infrared looks pretty vibrant. That
just
color
before
right
my
there.
birthday too.
Yeah, it actually looks like a good infrared color too. Like if you got it up with
I'm telling you right now, TMCII, homie in New Orleans, his head is gonna explode come All-Star Weekend. His head's gonna fucking explode, man.
He's gonna have to take a day off from work just to continuously film on video.
The stories I've heard about the cities that have the All-Star games, crazy.
They got a
as
house
far
of
as
opening too.
they have two houses.
They got another one that's getting
They
ready to
got
open.
two of them down there. I'm just saying the All-Star game location usually brings fire restocks, number one, and he's gonna have a fire retro dropping that weekend as well. Like, I wish I could have made it to the All-Star game in New Orleans.
Dial, bro.
IMTCII. Sorry, I'm sobering up. I'm slowly sobering. Sorry. Fire, fucking fire.
No, but I think the infrared color on that it's nice. Like,
hey, real quick, as you can see here, like I almost say this is a good sign. You see how the leather? I mean, who knows?
Oh yeah, you want it to crease.
Right. I think that's a good sign because that's my Olympic sixes look like that. That it's like a soft. The leather's a little softer. You know. This is the best picture I've seen of these so far.
I've been kind of off Jordan brand for a while, but these infrared 6s are definitely going to bring me back. I'm a sucker for infrared, so.
Did anyone grab the 3s today or no?
Optimus did.
Nice.
Did you grab them in person or you grab them online?
Person.
Optimus
reviewed them. He called them the Smurfs or whatever.
I had them in hand on Friday, and the quality was really nice. The blue is really vibrant, isn't it, Optimus?
So all the pictures, it's actually, to me, it's darker in person, the upper section, but it's definitely, I was talking to Ross earlier, the cement print is the same as all the other ones from what it feels like. That middle panel right here is about the same, but it's just this upper right here is just totally different. It's very nice, very smooth. And we were thinking a nice comparison, and I was thinking that the Black Grape 5s would probably be a good comparison, maybe even better.
So I'm tempted to get them. It's definitely there's no argument. It's definitely a nice shoe, but I already have the Do the Right Things, and I figure that's already mainly blue upper Jordan 3. They're so pretty similar. We'll have to see if I end up grabbing them or not. But it's definitely a great shoe, either way, for sure.
Here are the all infrared 6s.
I'm not feeling those. Dude, I'm not feeling those at all, and I'm kind of upset that people are calling them the infrared. You know what I mean? Like, that to me isn't very infraredish.
Nope. That shoe, I'm just not down.
See, Blake, you said you like these though?
No, I don't like those.
Oh,
I don't
I'm
like
sorry.
that people are Like the infrared. I mean,
Red October 6, bro. Come on.
like the whole all red sneaker right now is so overdone. It's like.
How could you
know what I
say
mean?
that?
How could I say that, Henry? Shut up.
More red. More
Henry's
red.
is in red
You
suede.
know what I mean, though? Like the stuff that I'm finding myself attracted to are the things that I don't have, like different colors. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I have so many black and red kicks. Like Jesus.
So I have a question for the guys that do have the. I assume I know the answer. They're gonna. I would think cop again, but they have the varsity red. All black sixes or the infrared all black sixes. Are you gonna cop again if they release?
If I can get another one for retail, yes.
Yep.
I'm definitely getting the infrareds. I have the varsity reds that came out a few years ago, but I wanted the infrareds. However, they didn't release them in grade school, so this time around I will be able to get them. So I'll be getting both colorways, the white and the black, if it releases in November, which I'm sure it will.
I mean, are we assuming that's the
Black Friday
release?
I would definitely assume so, yeah.
Their Black Friday redemption after the Oreo 5s kind of a letdown.
Yeah, I would think that it's going to be the black and reds, but we'll have to wait and see.
Just please put a decent suede on it, please.
Here are the. What are we calling these, by the way? Are these the Katrinas or no?
No. But the reason why people are thinking that is because when it was first announced as colorway, there's a couple guys on Nike Talk that are very good with Photoshop, and they photoshopped what would be the Katrina colorway based on the box, like the style code box label, whatever.
Yeah, I'll take responsibility for fucking up on Twitter with that when I was posting some info.
So are these?
It's my fault. I kind
It's not edit, dude. The photoshops that they do, like they get widely circulated as that's what it's going to be. So
was it a Photoshop, or were people just circulating like the old stock photo from when the Katrinas actually did release?
It was. So you'll notice the way you can tell if it's photoshopped is they tend to use the same model, and it's like this random stock photo of a white cement 3 that's like really easy to Photoshop. And I noticed it when people thought that the Oreo Jordan 3s, the Fear Pack ones that originally were going to be like Oreo, like I noticed they were just recycling the same image, and they did the same thing for the Katrinas.
Something I was thinking. Do you think we'll finally see them ease off on Jordan 4s and 5s this year? Because we saw
5s, maybe 4s. I don't think so.
Hell no. He's on down the road.
Have we
no
seen
way.
anything?
Oh man!
Like any samples of the 4 coming out?
I've seen nothing, but I would love to see a 4 with some type of infrared
that's their
on
bread
it.
and butter.
That is their bread and butter. It makes money no matter what.
I mean, they came up with the Fear Pack last year. They're going to do something this year.
Right. Well, there's the infrared pack, but I don't know. It seems like with the 6 coming out.
Real quick, so are these here on my screen? Are these considered the infrared 23 pack or whatever you want to call it?
I assume that's what everyone's talking about, but I'd like to see if the
pack.
I don't know.
They're calling
Infrared
this
23.
color infrared 23. Like people are posting the box photos from like those 2s. I think it's the 1s. There's like the all black 1 with like the infrared sole, and people like you post a box tag on that and it says black/infrared 23, and then if you look at the 2s on the inside of the tongue, it's got that embroidered or stitched on 23 tag. So I assume there's some infrared 23 collection since everyone's calling it, 23.
Quit looking at those pictures, damn it!
I know. And Nate, just for fun, what are your thoughts on early images?
They're not authentic.
No, they're always. Nate got so teased about a sneaker earlier in the week, right?
What's that? I missed it. Sorry.
I was gonna say your thoughts on early images, on how they're all like distorted.
Man, I can't. All right. You want me to rain again? You want me to?
Hold on, give me credit for the setup though.
You set it up. Here comes the fucking rant. All right. Here comes the rant. It started with.
What? Oh man, classic. Nate, you gotta unmute yourself.
Oh, Nate, too funny, man.
That was perfect.
That was
Perfect
classic
timing.
Henry right there.
That was Henry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough,
That
Henry.
was
Fair enough,
so
Henry.
epic.
Fair enough. All right, look.
Henry says, "Whoops."
I'm just saying right now, this goes to anyone in shoes. You cannot look at a pre-release image of a shoe and take that image for granted. You can't just take that image and be like, that's the shoe, that's what it is, and that's it. It started, for me, I'm a new buck, okay? I'm a newbie to the shoe thing. I'll be honest, I am, okay? I haven't been in this since 90 fucking whatever, okay? But when I see an image of the AirTech Challenge 2 US Opens, and they look maroon and purple, and then when they release they're black and gamma blue, I learned something from that. What else did I learn? I learned that the fucking pre-image of those Jordan mids, the black and reds, and in the image from Sneaker News, a website that I thought was legitimate, shows you a hairy as a 70s muff, okay, red suede 70s muff porn style, and it shows black tumbled leather. You cannot take that for granted. You can't, okay? I slept on the OG Bread ones because I saw those images. Those images were false. The shoe that came out was a Doernbecher red and a black tumbled leather. Totally different from these images that were showing you the shoe that was coming. You cannot take blog spots for granted. And this is my reasoning. A lot of these shoes are samples, okay, that are made of different materials. Someone hopefully can back me up on this. But the retail manufactured pair could possibly change materials. And I cannot take a blog seriously if they post an image of a sample pair saying it's going to release. I need to see the image of the shoe that's going to release. I don't want to see a sample. Okay?
Yeah,
I don't want to see a sample pair.
Well, that's very true.
To
Because
get me
samples
hyped.
often get sent back because they're not the right color or.
And I'm not dissing Sneaker News, okay? Blog spots I love for information, but the images, unless they say this is the production pair that's going to be released, do not take them to heart. That mid-Jordan bread was destroyed. Destroyed, in my opinion. When I saw that in hand, it was nothing like I was shown months prior to it being released.
But I mean,
So
like when they're posting
that
those photos,
bothers
that's what they're basing it off of. It's not like they know what the production is going to look like, or I mean, the,
Right.
the
And it's not their
manufacturer is
fault.
still
It's-
going to change it.
That's what I'm saying. It's not their fault. But
It's just
I
these
now
sites are
know.
so quick to jump on sample photos and say like, oh, guess what's coming out? It's like, yeah, you see this sample and it's this early, but I mean,
And
just,
that's
you
what
should
I
never
learned.
take that for granted. It's just like, yeah,
It's-
it's a sample, but wait until you're 2 weeks away from the release to see what the actual ones are going to look like.
Exactly. It's taken me 4 years in this hobby to realize don't take anything off of a blog for granted.
Yo,
You need
can
to
I
see it in
interrupt you
hand
mid-sentence,
to know
by
that.
the way?
Interrupt all the way.
Dude, these fucking Jordan, you know how you were saying that those black suede Oregons are photoshopped?
Yeah.
They are, but Oregon Basketball just tweeted a photo of black suede.
Yep.
Oregon.
I got it up. Hold on.
that-
I'll put
Is
up
that
on
black or is it a dark green?
That's
Looks
like
up on my
pine
screen.
green.
Forest green.
Hold on.
Oh, is
Here
it
it
dark
is.
forest green? Because it
Can you
looks
guys see it?
black.
But see,
Just check the link. I just put it on there. It's
Yeah.
Like the huge,
the Twitter
huge
picture.
yellow hit on the heel? That's terrible.
Yeah, I don't know why that paneling is that color. They
Okay,
could've left it green.
So can I rewind just a little bit? Because
Yes.
if this is watched from a brand, rather Reebok, Fila, whoever's watching this, I want them to realize that if they give sample shoes or sample images to blog spots, I want them to know from a consumer, from me, from my viewpoint, it can turn me off from a shoe that's coming out to wait on another shoe. And if that other shoe that comes out is not as advertised via the blog spots, it can make me pass on that as well. So you could be losing revenue based on such. So what I wish I would see is, if you would show a Blogspot this, please tell them to report this is a sample image. At least let me know that this is not going to be the production run of a shoe.
Well, and on top of what you're saying, it's like if you also think about, this is something I was tweeting earlier in the week, but it seems like all the peoples that get like handed off samples through like the back door of the factory or stuff like that, it seems like these people take the worst product photos of shoes. It's like that's why the U.S. Open Air Tech Challenge 2s looked like maroon and purple. It's because the person that took the picture doesn't know how to take a picture. So it's like
exactly.
But it's these people that get the samples and they get them way in advance. They take terrible photos so you don't know materials, and it's like then it's just throwing everything off.
Right.
I'm just saying, for me, if I was a business and I was coming out with a product, I wouldn't want to show a test product to a Blogspot to get that product more notoriety.
Well,
I
they
would
don't
rather
wanna show
that
it.
Blogspot know it, the production run of said product.
I mean, they don't want to
that would
show
help.
off the product, though. You know, it's like they're trying to. All the manufacturers are trying to prevent this, but there's so much like shady stuff going on in these Asian factories with pairs just going right out the back door, or pairs going to people that work there, pairs getting taken off the production line, and it's like then someone snaps a quick phone picture, and it's a terrible picture, but they text it to a few people, it gets online, and then Sneaker News finds it, and they post it saying, "Look what's coming in like late 2014."
If it were up to the brands, they'd keep that information sealed and then deliver it the way they want to present it.
Exactly.
That doesn't always happen.
Exactly.
That's
And
why,
I'm not
like,
mad at the brand, and I'm not mad at the Blogspots. I'm not mad at either of them. I was just a little let down when I realized the final product was different than what was shown. But it is what it is. Not a problem. Live and learn.
Yeah. Oh my God, the back of that Jordan 5.
Dude, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Does anyone else, I don't know if anyone ever watched, I mean, obviously people have, but it just reminds me so much of Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
To the extreme. And I can't get, I used to play, he had like a video game, and I used to watch the old cartoon, and that's just what I think of every time I see that logo. I don't know.
Fucking Howard the Duck.
Howard.
Howard the Duck.
The Duck Man. I wonder how much we're going to hear that term.
The Duck. Oh my God. That's the first time I've heard it, and it made me laugh.
These Oregon shoes. Stupid.
Selling random stuff.
I do like the player's number inside of the O on the tongue. That's a cool touch.
Yeah.
So now we'll know exactly whose pair got sold. That's actually really smart.
I know. Keep track of them all. Yeah, but this picture here, the sixes look. I mean, once again, it's you never really know, but these the cut of the leather there on these looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it'll be a great sneaker, and if you haven't owned them before, definitely go after them. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. I think I'll have to look at them in hand, because if it's that outsole is a little bit too blue, it might throw it a little bit for me. But
well, someone posted a picture of the Carmine sixes. I don't know if it's a
so
sample, but it was so blue that it like totally ruined the shoe.
Yeah.
I'll say this though. You remember what I said 6 months ago? How about they would look like the Independence Day Carmines, right? The red, white, and blue or whatever with blue outsole. I will say this in Jordan's defense: the blue outsole within 3 to 5 months will be crystal clear. That blue will fade totally away. So the blue might not be a bad thing. Maybe at first it'll look a little awkward.
Yeah,
but it fades away.
I'll still take it. I don't care.
And I'll still take it.
Yeah, I'm fine with the blue outsole personally.
What's that, Brent?
I'm fine with the blue outsole personally. Like, I have the Carmines from the Countdown pack, and that outsole is just yellowed, to hell. So, and especially that shoe, I wore it a lot. The Carmine is a good shoe. So, I'm definitely fine with the blue outsole as long as, it makes the shoe last longer or look better longer, I should say. So, yeah.
My Olympic 6s, I mean, they're brown. The bottoms are brown. There's no hint of blue anymore. So
Yeah.
hold on, Nate's got them right
I
there.
feel like mine is the same way too on the
See.
Olympics. Well, the multicolor Olympic, not the red, white, and blue. The green, yellow.
Right, because that originally had a real blue icy tint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, look at
Now
that.
it's just
Look at
clear.
the side. This was blue. Look at the side of it now. I'm telling you, within
White.
3 to 5 months,
Yeah, I'll be back. Let me grab one
the
of my
side of this totally cleared out. That's what I'm saying. The blue is temporary. And same can be said for my Concords. I can pull out, I will pull out a pair of DS Concords, and I'll show you what I mean. That blue fades. So it's not like I originally ranted about how it looked like the Independence Day Carmines. They don't look half bad. Let me pull out a pair of Concords real quick. DS pair.
Because I'll pull up a original stock photo of the Olympic 6s, and they do have that. I think it's the photography too. Because you see how
or it's the
blue.
source, man. It has a lot to do with the source as well.
Right, like this is like super blue. Even when I got mine, I'm like, oh, the outsole's not even that blue.
Look how clear that
Let me see it.
Concord is on the side view. It's perfectly clear. So I think it's a temporary thing. I don't think it's going to be bad at all on the Carmines. Perfectly clear.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, Royal Ones. Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still here.
Nate, how's the shoe? Nate, by the way, we haven't really checked in on your epic shoe wall. How's it going? The racks.
I heard. I'm not going to name names, but someone said that Nate was selling all of his shoes, and I'm telling you right now.
I started that rumor.
You show me where I got a third rack even. Like I haven't
If they
sold
can
anything.
prevent that with the tints of blue, then I'm definitely down. I mean, you can't really tell from here,
let me
but
see.
it's pretty yellowed. And I wore this, quite a few times and everything like that. So if they can keep it with that blue tint and they can keep the shoe looking nice, then I'm definitely all about it.
Yeah.
I guess another shoe that a shoe we kind of mentioned earlier is the Lava AirTech Challenge 2 Retro that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, it should be coming out next weekend. Like,
When it came out
so
in
it's
06,
legit
07,
quick strike, huh?
I was all about it, but I couldn't find it in my size. So this time around, I'm definitely trying to grab it.
yeah, it's supposed to be a quick strike, like an account, I think AWOL, which is in Massachusetts.
Yep.
They got their pairs on Wednesday or Thursday, I want to say. I want to say Thursday. And they instantly released them, and so like a lot of people jumped on them, but the retail's $120. And if you want to see a picture of them, Jay Senke on Twitter and Instagram, he posted his own photos of the shoe because he bought a pair and they ended up making it to his house in only one day.
So
if you want
it's
to see,
a legitimate quick strike. So these may not be at like finish line and
Wait,
stuff like
what?
that.
What were these?
Right here, they're up on my screen.
Yeah.
He fucking heard quick strike. He's like, what?
Oh, those? No. That's not what I heard. They're opening. They're actually opening. And Anthony, I was going to text you this because I wanted you to come with me. They're opening up a second location, and they invited me to go to their opening store, and I was going to probably try to get a pair then.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, dude, they want you to come. I was gonna bring Corinne, but Corinne told me that she didn't want to stand there awkwardly while I talked about sneakers to
Nice. When is this event?
It's Saturday, this upcoming Saturday.
All right.
yeah, I have Jay Senke's photo of the actual
okay. Let me take a
release
look.
up. He took this
Dude, those are
like yesterday
fire.
or the day before, so they look pretty decent. Apparently the leather is
Yeah, they look great.
okay quality, but he says the lava color, it's like hot lava, I think is the actual color. It's supposed to be really vibrant in person, so definitely looking forward to getting those. And as far as I know, it should be a quick strike release coming out in the very near future. But the original date was the 24th, so I don't know if we'll see like a infrared lunar Air Max 90 release where it just randomly pops up on Nike Store at midnight, or if it's just like a standard quick strike, or if it is a quick strike at all.
Right.
But that's just the word so far.
Nate, do you like those?
Which ones? I'm sorry.
Up on Cody's screen right now.
Hold on, let me look.
He loves them.
Oh, the hot lavas?
Yeah.
They're nice. They're not my favorite, just because the favorite was like the neon green pair for me. That's the pair I had growing up as a young buck.
Well,
but they're nice. I still like the Hot
Apparently,
Lavas.
the neon green pair is also coming out this year.
Oh, of course. There's no doubt in my mind that they're going to retro everything since Agassi re-signed with Nike.
Yeah, and then there were photos of the upcoming Australian Open pair, which it's kind of white with with some interesting color blocking in suede and leather. Let me see if I can find that photo.
I'm not too keen on the color blocking, but as far as it having like his wins and
that was really
the total
cool.
wins he has in 3M, that's sick. But I don't know. The colorway is not my cup of tea, but it's still a sick shoe.
Here you go, Nate.
You have
Hold
the
on.
photos?
Here you go.
God almighty.
This is a close-up shot here.
Yeah, not even those, man. I don't even remember those ever coming out back in the day. I don't even think that's an OG colorway.
You're talking about more of a Volt color, right?
I'm talking about. Hold on, I'll pull them out. I'm talking about. I want these right here. I want these to come back out. Even though I have another pair, I want these.
The yellow ones.
Yeah. Like the ones that YoAnty just shown, I've never seen that colorway before. But these is what I had in 90, 89, 90. Somewhere around that time period, middle school days.
The Australian Open color is up on my screen right now.
Let me click on that.
So
here we go.
White leather upper, 2 different shades of orange, one in leather, one in suede, and then blue. And I think it's not nearly as good as the Wimbledon colorway was and the U.S. Open colorway, but it does look like they're still using some really nice leather on the upper, and you can see the years that Agassi won the Australian Open on the tongue, and then his total wins on the back. So some interesting details that they didn't throw in on the last pairs, but I think the colorway is still a little off. But
The thing is, with these SP drops, and what I mean by SP is the tours that he played in, like the U.S. Open, the Wimbledon, the Australian Open. As far as the Wimbledons and the U.S. Opens, it was only released in the country that he played.
Yeah.
That turn in, like the U.S. Opens was only at 21 Mercer, and the Wimbledons was only in the U.K. I talked to a guy on Twitter. His Twitter name was like Run Zombie Run, and he said that the Australian Opens, he's heard they're also releasing not only in Australia, but they're also releasing in the U.K. Which is news to me, because I thought they would only release in that country at like a couple spots at tops. So I'm curious how they're going to release these. I'm definitely wanting them, even though I don't feel the colorway, but I'm a fan of Agassi. So I'm a fan of that shoe.
Australia doesn't have a huge sneaker following.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
I mean, I know they've got a
Don't do it.
But...
Don't do it. I'm just saying. The last time we said that, we had 20 people in the comments saying, I'm from Australia. I'm from Australia. I firmly believe that everywhere in the world there's a fan of sneakers.
But is there a full production run of AirTech Challenge 2s? Like, are we talking like tens of thousands of people ready to buy these?
When Juice Manji blessed me with the U.S. Opens, I got the box and I did some research. The SP means special project. And when you look into the definition of SP, special project, it is the most rarest, and I'm not trying to sound high and mighty. Like I said, I was blessed with these shoes from another person, okay? SP, special project, is the most limited run of shoes that are available to the public. SP Special Project meaning one store only. So I don't know if the Australian Opens are going to be the SP style release.
Well,
if they are in the UK, I assume they're not going to be. I don't know.
SP is kind of thrown around with Nike. It's just like another classification like NRG, but like those Innovos that released in April of 2013, like the all photo blue pair, which personally was my number 2 shoe of last year. And then there was a black pair with some photo blue accents. Those are both listed as special projects releases. They were fairly hard to come across, but right now there's almost a full-size run of both sitting on Nike Store's website. And they released it pretty much all boutiques in a lot of stuff, but I don't know.
I'm trying to show you this box label now, and this is what I'm talking about, the SP.
Yeah, I mean,
I did some research when I got these in. It's just like I didn't know what the SP meant.
What was that, Nate? The special project?
Yeah, I mean, it's just another classification of Nike release, just like NRG or like.
Yeah.
I mean, like on my screen now is the Nike Free Innovawoven SP, and it's sitting on Nike Store in 6.5 all the way up to 15.
Okay, as far as retail place, where was it sold at via retail?
Pretty much every boutique.
Everywhere. Okay,
that
so I'll throw that out the window then. That doesn't mean anything then. Fair enough.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, I know what you mean it to mean, but.
I mean, it's just another fairly limited. It's like I think SP would be more limited than Quick Strike, not as limited as NRG, since they don't really throw around NRG that much anymore.
What does NRG stand for?
I think it's just energy.
Really?
That's what I got out of it too. The fact that it glows in the dark. That's what I got out of it.
Well, the first Innova, using the Innova example again, the first Innova, the black with the gray with the black speckled sole that everyone kind of slept on because it was $200, and no one really wanted to take that jump. Kind of like no one really wants to take that jump with the New Balance 997. That shoe didn't really have anything special, and it was labeled NRG, and now they're called the NRG Innovas. That's kind of like their nickname. But there's nothing special about that shoe. I mean, yeah, I use nice leather, but all Innovas use nice leather. So I just think that's another level of classification and tiering, I guess, with Nike releases.
Okay. I'm curious how they're going to release, though, because I like them. I really do like the Australian Opens.
Did anyone cop the Bobcat 10s?
No.
No one?
Nope. I like the 10s, but that colorway is just whatever's to me.
Yeah. Real quick, public service announcement. Indeed, 317 is selling all of his...
Son of a bitch! Fuck out! No, my Twitter's blowing up right now. Leave me alone. I'm not selling shit. I'm not selling shit.
I'm going to start retweeting it now from other
T. Blake, stop. Stop it. Stop it.
Another YoAnty public service announcement. If you need any Preludes, King of Kicks 805 Stadium has all sizes available for retail plus shipping.
There you go. There you
If
go.
you need a cell phone number, I can provide it.
Wow.
Yep.
Hey, Nate, to throw a wrench into the system, sneakers and stuff, according to Ken Lamb on my, he tweeted this at me, but according to him, it's on Sneakers and Stuff page. Apparently it released this morning at the Sneakers and Stuff store in Stockholm. So they're out. I mean, all the product photos, you can see pretty much everything about them. That's a cool little tennis ball on the outsole.
So the UK is getting them or selling
Well,
them.
this is Sweden. So,
Sweden, okay.
I don't know. And it says right here in the description, this Nike Air Tech Challenge 2 celebrates the Australian Open and Andre Agassi's career. The colors are picked from the Australian Open's logo, representing the blue hardcourt of the tournament and the blazing sun of Australia.
That's freaking sweet, man. Which makes me wonder, why did the U.S. Open and Wimbledon's only release at one spot?
Yeah.
I don't mean to call out Australia, but I think there's a bigger following.
All right. Good. What do you call it? Disclaimer. Good disclaimer about the Australian.
I bet you they also had some pretty terrible. I know, like Australian shipping and like pricing stuff probably was an issue for them as well.
Oh yeah, pricing was, and I mean this isn't terrible. I mean this is overseas priced at $159 US, so that's a decent price for overseas. But Nate, what were the U.S. Opens from 21 Mercer?
U.S. Opens for 20 Mercer were $140.
Yeah, that's a real solid price considering the quality.
I'm telling you right now, these things are freaking fire. I have not had a Nike with this kind of leather on it ever.
What are you holding, Nate? Oh my God, dude! I'm so pissed. I wasn't able to get those.
Yeah, that was
on so many people's top 10 lists from like the sneaker blogging community at least.
Well, it was such a sketch release because 21 Mercer is so shady. Like Nate got his when Juice Manji went like 2 or 3 days after the release, but I had a guy at 21 Mercer asking about what sizes they had on the day of release, and he said, we don't have anything bigger than a 7. And then Nate got like a 9 2 days later.
That's kind of weird.
And so I was like, all right, thanks. There's another, check that onto the Sketch 21 Mercer list. Because, like I really wanted those, and that's I've heard the materials are awesome, and then, then you got employees holding pairs or something, but...
I mean, don't get it twisted. I love Nike, okay? I love Nike. But this shoe, it has no... Nightwing needs to be here to help me out, but it has no, like, poly coat on it. Like, it's just different, man. I mean, I'm sure you can see what I'm talking about even via my webcam in shitty 360p. Like, it has no coat on it.
Yeah, and if you want to go back to price gouging, look at that shoe versus a Jordan Retro. It's like...
That looks like leather from, like, the Oreo 4s.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. That's insane.
Oh my God. It's nice, man. Look it.
And I'm not hyping this shoe up. I'm not. I'm just saying, look at the material. That's all I'm saying. Like, the material's
You're not
dope.
the only one hyping it up saying the material's nice. It's everyone that has this shoe says the material is awesome. Some of the best leather Nike has used, and the retail is $140.
Insane.
Right.
So we know it's possible.
Yeah, shouts to
So
Nike.
we're seeing a infrared 10. Is it gray with infrared on the bottom?
It's basically just a cool
Pretty
gray.
much.
I don't think
Jordan
this
10.
is going to be an infrared 23 thing.
Okay.
But
Have we talked about the woven Jordan 11 yet?
The futures?
We touched on it.
Futures. Did we? I must have missed that.
No, well, I mean, we didn't. Fran got to see some colorways at an event, I guess, a while back. Not just like what I would call the 28 Days of Flight colorway or whatever they teased, but I'm a big fan of it, to be honest.
It's a Jordan Roshi.
Oh.
With 3M on top.
I mean, is it going to be woven like the Jordan 23 woven, or is this actually like soft woven material like a Roshi? I mean, I know a Roshi isn't woven, but is it going to be super soft like that, or is it going to be?
The material didn't really feel like it was super soft like a Roshi, but I mean, I'm sure the comfort is still there. I even actually saw, I don't know if I'm supposed to be mentioning this, but I think there is a low top version too that's going to be coming out further on. So just in general, I definitely think it's a model worth looking at, and I know there's going to be other colorways for sure.
I think the mid is going to be, especially if it's got kind of an unstructured, just woven upper. I think that's going to be a kind of a safety issue if people try and play basketball in those, because it's like
I think it's more of a casual wear. I don't think it's
I look at
basketball issue.
I mean, everybody tries to play basketball on Jordan 11s nowadays. Like a ton of college kids are still playing in those, and Anthony's echoing.
It's definitely a very thin upper. I don't think it'd be safe or meant for.
Yeah, well, I'm comparing
it's
that
more
to
of a
like
lifestyle.
I'm comparing that to like the Flyknit Chukka, which is a really unstructured upper, even though it's got Flyknit, which is essentially just strings.
I think in general, one of the things that they had mentioned too at that thing is like a lot of their athletes, they'll be seen out at events and stuff, and they might wear a Balenciaga, or when they're at their gym, they might be wearing a Nike runner. And I think they want the athlete to be able to wear the Jordan product just in general. So they want to have that high end look. They want to have the runner
Like a
look.
casual line.
Yeah, and they want to have obviously the basketball line and everything like that. So they're just trying to meet all these different design points that the sneaker market has out there, all in one shop, all under the Jordan brand name. So I think that's their goal, moving on from 2004 and on. So yeah, 2014 and on. Yeah.
So we can say the woven material is not like the 23 as far as woven on top of another material. Like this is going to be like
it's like
woven
an interwoven,
only,
like interwoven links upper. I guess how can I compare the material? It's probably like a nylon almost, like a nylon mesh. That's what you're looking at, basically.
To me, it just looked like going back maybe a few years to like the woven footscapes that they dropped, or like I'm trying to think of the actual.
Yeah, very similar to a footscape for sure.
Well, they also had the woven shoes that they released, and it was on like a lunar racer sole, but it was that same like all woven nylon look.
Hmm. Yeah, something like that, most definitely.
Well, good. I'm glad.
You're putting in the hours tonight, YoAnty.
I'm glad the rumors were false that you are not selling all your shoes.
Dude, you know how many people have retweeted this? My Twitter is blowing up right now. T.
Yeah.
Blake, you some bitch. Some bitch. Unbelievable. All right,
happened?
fair enough.
Oh, hey, I've got good news. Good news. Well, this is like an epic YoAnty live chat because I'm not trying to do the like, oh, I want to keep it to 30 minutes so people, whatever. We'll go however long we want, but
Team No Fucks.
have extended. Ready for this one? And this would have come in handy last year. They extended live chats up to 8 hours now.
Holy God. Oh my God. What was it before? 3 hours?
4 hours?
Was it 3 hours before? 4 hours.
So we used to do 4, go off air, then come back on for another 4. Now we can go a whole 8.
Jesus Christ.
A day's work, baby.
Let's do a 24-hour chat for charity. People submit like pledges.
That would be fun.
Dude, for the Doernbecher. Doernbecher funded or funding YoAnty Marathon live chat.
I think it's almost time to wrap it up. We're at 170 live viewers still, so
Still, holy shit.
what? Because we're just
We were at like 457, right, earlier?
yeah.
Easy, T. Blake. Easy.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
No, but
I know if you guys are size like 12 or 11 and a half, I'm selling some things right now because I'm going to Agenda next week and I need some money.
Yeah, I'm going to be listing more stuff here pretty soon, too. I picked up a check today from Riff. I'm probably going to be taking more stuff there, as well as listing stuff on Instagram. I might do a video with some listings and stuff. And I mean, for the most part, most of the stuff I'm listing is size 6 through 7, but I do have the occasional size 8, size 9, size 12, stuff like that. So keep an eye out on that. It's mainly stuff within the past 3 years that have dropped. I sometimes tend to triple up and double up on stuff. A lot of Jordan brand stuff, a lot of SB stuff, some LeBrons, some Kobe's. So just the type of stuff I pick up is probably the type of stuff I'll be listing, basically. So yeah, keep an eye on that.
Cool. You got anything for sale right now you want to show off real quick?
Here, give me a few moments. I'll grab a few maybe key things, and I'll be right back. If we're not ending immediately,
Yeah.
it's just right here, so I'll be right back.
Yeah.
And I'll just tell you this: I'm not selling shit. Everyone can fuck off. I'm not selling shit.
Yo, I heard Nate was selling all of his kicks. So
Yeah, you can-
no, right now I'm posting. I just posted my Black Cat 4s, and I sell everything cheap because I buy it very cheap.
Yeah.
I just posted my Blue Mist 4s, and I'm posting a women's colorway of the Jordan 8 in a size 13. So.
Shoot, are we doing like a for sale section? Shit.
Oh my God, guys.
Hey, dude, for whatever reason, people will like freak out if you resell something brand new, but if you sell something old, like people don't care. It's like the same mentality. Like a certain amount of time you have to wait before it becomes okay.
Right.
It's like okay.
But like your prices are so low. Like you're letting go of the New Balance 574 orange backpacks for $25. Like
dude, I sold these Spizikes today. They're like brand fucking new. I sold them for $60.
Which ones?
He kept asking me if something was wrong because he couldn't get over it.
Right.
Like my motto is like if I buy something really cheap, then I look on eBay all the time, so I'll get my money back out of it, and it's still like a complete steal for someone else, and so it all works out. But
guys are the big sticklers. They won't even let $1. They won't even cut you a slack for $1.
yeah,
But it's good to.
yeah. I mean, and then also like the stuff. If I'm selling something I paid a lot for, I keep it off Instagram because. I'm not trying to get people to think that, I'm trying to, ream them over the prices or whatever. So I just stick to Instagram or in person or whatever. I mean, oh, man.
Hey, who's
Back up off now. Puff, puff, pass, motherfucker. Jesus.
Is that Henry?
Of course it's Henry. He's out in California. He can do that stuff, unlike us.
No,
Yeah,
the
Henry,
school's like
dick.
120 or something like that.
What? What are you talking about? Reselling? We can resell anywhere,
Exactly, Mr. Medicinal Dummy.
So some of the type of stuff you can expect to see, I think I have doubles of all of the floral Janowskis except for the first ones. But like, just KDs that I picked up, I got duplicates of. The Janowskis, like I said, pretty much all of the florals. And these are all size 6 through 7, stuff like that. But I do have other big sizes. Those black cement, I call them remix 3s. Let me pull it out of the box so it'll be easier.
Wait,
The remixes.
for your
there
shoe
you go.
size? For your shoe size, how do you do it? Is it a 7 in men's or 7Y
So
used?
I get 7 men's whenever possible if there's a certain shoe, because sometimes they like change some of the detailing on it. So with a lot of the LeBrons, I get the 7 men's, and same thing with the Kobe's. But in cases of the Jordans, I usually get the grade school just to save the cash, and I usually don't care too much about the differences. This right here is a men's 8 in the Christmas Kobe. I'll probably be listing these as well, and so just plenty of stuff recent as well as the past few years and stuff. So
Wait, so the preludes, what'd you get? You got a 7 in men's?
I got a 7 grade school in the Kobe's. I would have loved to have gotten a 7 in men's if I could have found it, but I just wasn't able to. So I got a 7 kids in the Kobe 3s, and everything else it was like a 6, 6.5 in the preludes I'd be picking up. So
I see.
Nice. Cool. Maybe we'll wrap it up here. Shout out to the 167 viewers that's still watching. That's good, because normally when we rant and rave and we talk forever, usually people dip off. But
That's crazy.
solid.
That's my fault.
No. Here's what this chat had. It had one thing in honor of it not having this thing. We all have to drink. Credit. I came to my parents because I didn't want any internet fails. There was no.
Hold on. I can't hear you because someone's messing with trash right now.
No, that's not trash. That's his internet failing.
Right. Say it again.
No, was it really an internet fail? Oh, when I was trying to say this. Hey, drink. No, but all in all, this chat had everything. It had a rant. It had technical difficulties. Couldn't get anywhere. It had all kinds of fuckery, but whatever. All that matters is I appreciate everyone that came through tonight. I appreciate that everyone's come through all year. Appreciate all the live viewers. I don't know. It's been really cool. And the fun thing is I definitely want to continue to do these. I don't want to fall off. I don't want to just give up on it just because. Sometimes I do need the little push. I do need the people to say like, hey man, get a live chat going this week, or when's the live chat? And I'm like, okay, you're right. I got to start one up. But it's something that this has been so fun all year. I appreciate people taking the time out just to chill. That's what we're doing, just hanging out. There's no agenda with these. There's no like, oh well, they're trying to do this, they're trying to do that. No, we're just talking about kicks, our thoughts, our opinions, have a little fun along the way. Last year, Cousteau, when he did the Complex article, he wrote how much he liked the live chats, and that's like, that's big thanks to all you guys that helped me out all year long and made them fun. So I'm grateful to everyone that's come through. I owe you guys all a few beers too. Next time I see you, Blake, you need to turn 21 so I can buy you some beer. Fran, I'm trying to come to LA in May, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, man, hit me up.
When are you going in May, Anthony?
What's that?
Dude, I should come with you because my friend Leonard is like really close with everyone at Riff, and he keeps telling me how they keep saying that you keep coming in, Fran. And
Yeah.
I'm really trying to plan a trip down there just to meet those people.
Let me know as far as dates when you're trying to come out. I'm trying to go to New York in May for EDC, but that's towards the end of May. So if you come out in the beginning, then yeah, most definitely.
Where, dude?
So,
I want to meet up with you, Cousteau, Henry, all the guys in LA. You know, I want to meet up with you guys.
Hypebeast meeting. Let's do it.
The Hypebeast Summit 2014.
Make sure you got joggers on.
Joggers, rubber watches.
We'll grab food, grab drinks, and go sneaker shopping. Sounds good.
What I want to just go through everyone because someone in the comments said, you know, how do I find these guys' channels or what's their name? So real quick, everyone go through. Just state your name, your channel, so they can know where to go find you. First up, GT Fan. Hey, thanks, man, for joining. You know, all the times you did. We always appreciate you know, all your feedback. Your knowledge is great, and very appreciative of you coming through.
Oh yeah, well thanks for having me as usual. All my stuff is on the screen right now if you're looking at my little screen share if you want to go check my stuff out. But yeah.
Cool. Optimus P517. Your costumes this year have been epic. I look forward to future costumes. Superman, Batman. You know, we'll be expecting something big in the summer. But thanks for coming through. Let everyone know where they can find you.
Bikini Tokyo.
Yeah, man, yeah!
Wow.
Yeah, man, yeah!
Jesus.
No, it's,
Dude, Asian Bay.
no, it's Optimus P517. You'll find me in there.
Perfect.
Somewhere.
Perfect. You know, as almost everyone here on YouTube watches sneaker videos, he's the OG. You know, him and Nightwing are the two OG guys that just, you know, I think a lot of people that make videos, we look up to you guys, you and Nightwing, and guys that just been doing it for a while. We have a lot of respect for you. You know, whether you're posting a lot or not, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that you've already done it, you know, and you've inspired a lot of us. You know, a lot of us guys that are in here tonight started making videos because of you or because of you, Nightwing. And I just want to say I appreciate, you know, everything that you've done here in the sneaker community. And I like, a lot of the reason I like you is you're a very kind person. That comes across is you don't judge people, and you don't mind, you know, when people judge you, you don't take it personal. You know, yeah, it may offend you, but you're good at moving on. So overall, I just want to say, you know, thanks for being you, friend.
Appreciate it, man. Most definitely. I mean, I enjoy the sneakers. I enjoy the sneaker community. I enjoy you guys. So definitely, you know, thanks for the words.
Yeah, like in all seriousness though, I think it was my Bread 11 review that I did. I submitted it to that whole Franelations and Friends program, and that was when I had like 800 subscribers, and that got me like 500 subscribers with that video, so I was like freaking out. But yeah, seriously though, like some of us definitely helped us grow our own channels, and it's definitely appreciated.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
You helped a lot of us out. You know, you guys featured me, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. You know, and I remember someone did say to me, they're like, "Oh, you know, you didn't do that because, you know," and they said specific reasons, but, and I was like, you know what, it's a cool opportunity. Someone being saying, no, I'll feature someone, and look what it did. It did lead people to my channel, and ultimately it helped me grow. And I think make a better YouTube sneaker community, because I think that's what we are. You know, whether people want to say that or not, anyone that makes videos, even, you know, people that we don't know about. If you made a sneaker video this year, cool. You know, I may not have seen it, but whatever. It's all fun. You know, it's not a popularity contest. That's what I think people tend to get a little like, oh, they subscribers and this and that. No, it's not about that. It's just about, to me, having fun with it. So.
Yep.
You guys know where to find Fran. King of Kicks 805, an OG YoAnty Live member. And Henry, I've known you like a long time too, because I found you through Dub's videos way back when.
Yeah.
You know, we were big like watching Dub's videos, and I still love Dub too. I've been trying to get him on here for since like day one. Hopefully,
yeah, right.
He'll join us, but I still like him. I still like that. I still love his videos. And Henry, thanks for joining all throughout the year and all your videos and everything like that.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's definitely good times. I actually believe we did 8 hours at one time.
We legit did 8. I promise you, we did 4 and 4. 4 hours of a YoAnty Live sneaker chat, 4 hours of after hours. 8 hours.
That's a lot, bro.
7
That's
a.m.
epic.
I slept until 7 a.m. I was like, that was
Holy
good.
shit.
It was like a sleepover. It was great.
Classic.
Wow.
Jason Donner, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Hey, want to thank you too. I've gotten to know you a lot over the year. You've taken the time out to join the chats. You've really, like your videos too. You've really stepped up your the video quality. Like I have appreciation for people that do want to make their videos better, and you were someone who you made videos, but you're like, no, I want to make them better, and you're great in the community with responding to people. You're interactive on your channel, and I appreciate that, and I love that the hard work you put into your videos, man.
Well, wow, man, I appreciate that. That's really nice. I mean, yeah, it's I remember the first time. I think it was you, T. Blake, and it might have just been you guys, because I think that was when you guys first did this, and then I think I was like 2 episodes after I joined for the first time. So it's definitely been an awesome time getting to know everybody. So this chat alone has brought in. I mean, I'm friends with everybody on here, so it's pretty cool to see that. So I really do appreciate you having us on here.
Absolutely, man. The man, my one, what do I call you? My right hand man? Is that what I call you, Nate? My right hand man? Nothing's possible without you.
I don't want to be your right hand man, dude. I don't want to be your right hand man. I don't want to be your sock. I don't want to be your tissue.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
He took it there, didn't he?
I didn't take it there. Sorry, that's how I do.
You are the community. You really are. I still hold you responsible for any success I've had. I still bring it back to you because I remember when you made the Secret Santa video and you said, I don't know if these people want to join, but I'm going to throw their names out there. And you said my name. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you watched my video, know who I am. I was like, cool, I'll hop in here.
Oh, I know who you are, right?
Yeah, so you've done a lot, and it's amazing though that I hate that anyone ever tried to question that, like you tried to do it for recognition.
It's okay. That's all right. It's okay though.
Videos, to try to make money or be anything. You're genuine, and that's hard to find nowadays. So, you already know. You took over the live chats too when I kind of took a little break in the summer. Killed it, obviously. So, thank you for everything.
You're welcome, brother.
Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome, man.
And
you guys are all good people.
Yeah.
Not just the people that are on this panel. Everyone else that we've had involved, and everyone in the comments. All good people, man.
Yep.
And that Thomas guy that was trolling, you're good people too, man. You're good people too.
Yep. T. Blake, the OG, the true first member of the YoAnty Live chat. There it was.
It was just supposed to be you and me, bro.
That's it.
You fucked it all up.
Oh, shit. Everyone else had to come in and crash the party.
Yeah, dude, you even told me. You said, yeah, all right, we're all done. I come back an hour later, and you'd already replaced me.
It's hilarious, but it's funny the way we've everyone on here has made connections and made friends, and it's funny because I found you through watching One Veracity's videos. I've always loved One Veracity's videos because you go back, he's got videos from 4 or 5 years ago, and he was so young and he showed some really cool sneakers, and then I think that's how I originally found you, because you were like, oh, I'm doing a little guest review here, I think you might have reviewed Military Blue 4s or another sneaker, and I was like, oh, cool. This. Oh no, it was the Spizike. It was this.
I did. The first one was the Spizike. Yeah, that's when David was just thinking about cutting his hair. Thank God, and he finally did.
And that was like 2 to 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And we linked up then, and both of our channels have grown kind of at the similar pace. we've really kind of fed off each other on kind of creative juices. What else can we do to make cool videos? And that's the goal for me, anyways. I do care about my videos and things that I put out. I do want to be creative. I do want to have fun with it. So, but what you've shown this year was amazing. Literally, you said you wanted to grow, and you did. So I hope kids do look up to you. You're 20 years old, and that's amazing, dude. When I was 20, I couldn't even do basic math when I was 20. Come on.
Jesus.
No. I hope people appreciate the hard work you put in, and I hope kids look up to you because it's rare to see 20-year-olds kind of working really hard and trying to be intelligent, in this world we live in. So, congrats to you on all the
Yeah, thanks, dude. It's just all about trying to, giving everyone the time of day. I get emails all the time from kids that are trying to start their own things, or, when I did a sneaker show this summer, I've had all these kids that asked me for help starting theirs up, and I try to go to as many as I can in the area, and it's just been really cool to have that impact. And it's not all about how many subscribers I have at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's trying to use this platform to do some cool things with something that I really enjoy. So I'm happy I could be a part of this community and have a lot of help from you this year, Anthony. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know how this became like an emotional, goodbye. Not a goodbye, but an emotional.
Fucking send off over here.
Or as a person.
What are you, dropping us off at college or some shit?
Don't ask me. Probably because I'm drinking a little bit. Who knows?
No, I mean, I was going to say, too, though, I mean, you're saying all these things about us, but really, you're the one who set up this chat originally, so, I mean, I think we all need to give you a round of applause, to be honest. I mean, setting up these YoAnty streams is a feat in itself, and it definitely brings, cool experiences, so definitely, big shout-outs to YoAnty, for sure.
I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it.
And Vinny Vegas X, who we need more rapport with. We need more rapport, Vinny. You need to talk more, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit back, eat my fucking donuts, drink my beer.
Get up in my face, man.
Listen,
Come
I'm
on.
gonna do it. Hey, I'm trying to find these fucking Oreo limited edition cookie dough shit so I can do another fucking review over there. Fucking like the Great Sneaker Hunt or some shit.
Oh, shit.
Vinny, make sure everyone that's watching or in here follow Vinny Vegas X on Twitter. He's got some funny tweets. He's always complaining about his job.
hey, I just got promoted, so I mean,
Congrats.
I don't think I'm gonna be complaining anymore.
To come back in, but he's also got good tips on release dates too. You've got some of the best release date info, and we had a cool experience of just casually meeting, getting to know one another. A good time at T. Blake's event. So appreciate coming through tonight, and you've been a supporter of the chat for a long time because I met you back in May, and you were watching in May, and I was like, how do you? I was like, wow, like that I didn't realize I didn't know who was watching,
Yeah, I remember watching the first one, and I was like, this shit ain't gonna fucking take off, and now look at it. But I mean,
that's hilarious. But thanks for joining me.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me.
Guys, he has got a YouTube channel too. Is it Vinny Vegas X YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, Vinny Vegas X is YouTube.
Good stuff, funny videos.
Yeah.
But that's the thing here is we try not to. You gotta be casual feel, I like to keep things as real as possible. Even with the videos I make or this chat here, the whole fun in it is just kind of everyone trying to be themselves. We're not trying to attract brands or be anything like that. And the stuff we've done this year has just been hilarious, and we have gotten some recognition. We have had brands watch, Cousteau, when Cousteau gave, kind of shouted out the chat in the complex list, it helped everyone, I think. It just, got closer. So, been a great year. I really hope that we can be here next year and do the same thing. And I don't want something like this to just die. So, I put it on myself to continue to kind of work hard and keep something like this up. It's new too. It's new in the sense of what a strange. What is it? 2014. What a strange little world we live in with the whole Google Plus. Hey, shout out to Google Plus. They may not.
Anthony's just.
man.
We need to start playing the music to get Anthony off stage or something right now.
Jesus Christ.
Like Leo DiCaprio up here.
Google Plus, bro.
Oh, but all right, I'll wrap it up, guys. Thank you to all the viewers. Really appreciate it. Thanks for always watching, and we'll talk to you guys next Saturday. Peace.